Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes.
We here on a Saturday to give you all things hoops. Conference finals still going on, but we also gonna get into some off-season talk because y'all know we're the kings of, trades, free agency, draft. And speaking of draft, we do have a live show in Brooklyn next month during the second night of the NBA draft. That is June 24th, 2026. Get your tickets down below. New York, we taking over.
I miss D Mills, man. Look at him up there. I miss our guy.
You know the crazy,
Gone but not forgotten.
you know the crazy thing about D Mills? After all these years, he didn't know that I had a dope fling with a girl out in Queens, but it ain't nothing like a Brooklyn girl.
I can't wait for Derek to come back because he's been keeping up with the hoops, watching the stuff. So I want to hear all his takes at one time about all the series. He comes back on Tuesday, which I'm doing some math right. That might be the end of at least one of the series.
Could be.
He might miss the entire conversation about the conference finals.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
If he might miss the East. The West hopefully
Keeps giving us
hopefully
hits.
it extends.
Let me see if he hit us with something yesterday that was worth bringing to the show. Nope. Nope.
No,
Did he say something about tacos yesterday?
I think he brought a lot. Seriously, that little back and forth y'all had I was crying laughing. It's nothing like telling somebody something and they just keep saying no. And I had to tell Derek, I had to jump in and tell Derek, like, yo, we did it was a promo in the show.
So for the context, Derek says kind of blew that I can't switch to the normal broadcast after watching the Spanish one. For y'all that don't know, he is, in a Spanish country for his honeymoon right now. And I asked, like, you don't got Peacock? He said this game on Amazon. And I send a picture of the top right corner of the game that has the Peacock logo. And then Pierre says, yeah, it's literally promoted in today's show. He shows us a screen cap of Amazon box score, and I said, it's on Peacock. He said, my NBA app said it's on Amazon. I say, it's on Peacock. But then he tells us that Peacock isn't available in Mexico.
Yeah.
Which, okay, now
if he says that at first, all he had to say was that at first.
That's all he had said at first.
But he kept going. And it's like, bro, we all are literally watching on Peacock right now.
Literally Reggie Miller and Jamal Crawford.
Like literally.
And Tarico on the call.
I miss my boy too, though, man. I'm glad he enjoying himself.
I am too. It seemed like he having a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that broadcast, I thought it was hilarious when, I forget who it was, but they had a crazy finish. And Tarico, is this Tarico, right? Mm-hmm. He had said, like, off the glass. And Jamal Crawford's like, oh, no, you just can't say that. He did a little finesse. He did he did a behind the back. He did all these things that we were talking about. How as him starting off as a broadcast, he was kind of just like he did what he needed to do. Mm-hmm. But now he's definitely taking the extra step. And I always love listening to Jamal Crawford on the broadcast, especially as a former NBA player.
I feel like yesterday he took the third man role. Mm-hmm. He let the other two cook a lot, and he may have come in with a sentence like that every once in a while.
Reggie was on. He was ready.
No, Reggie is like, I don't know. Reggie has been on a different level too.
Yeah, I actually like both of the or I guess all of the broadcast booths we really got this postseason. I won't lie.
Reggie said he ain't trying to hear none of y'all talking about with Shea. He's him.
Let's get into that game. Oh wait, you got to drop the mic?
I do. I want to talk about some of these teams, like you said, the off season. What could be happening based on the playoffs, and you see a lot of teams look at OKC and San Antonio as the top dogs. Do you think Giannis's trade value has gone up for some of these surrounding teams?
That's a very tough question because I could kind of see it both ways.
Do you remember
if you are dangerously close, I can see his value being really high. But I can also see teams being like, is that really going to make us better than OKC? Is that really going to make us better than the San Antonio Spurs?
Yeah, I seen some after game one when they seen Wemby obviously went off. People were talking about like, what combinations would you even trust to kind of have like contain it? Because obviously OKC has the infrastructure for it. But a lot of people have brought up Giannis just like athleticism, speed, and not anybody can really keep up with Vic. But he is one of those guys that has the mold for it that also can provide a lot offensively.
I think a lot of his value in that matchup is closing the possession with the rebounding. Because I think in game one, Wemby had, 8 offensive rebounds?
9.
9 of them, and a lot of them led to extra buckets. I don't know. Like you said, the infrastructure's working. Game 2 and game 3, they obviously didn't bottle up Wembanyama, but he ain't dropped 40 again.
Yeah.
He even said that he feels like he's not making his teammates better in his post-game interview, which I think is interesting insight from a player that's actively in the series. But when we get to the offseason, I got a few Giannis trades. You know, I told the guys that today's episode we're gonna do one move for all of the eliminated teams, and I said you don't have to draw up the trade, but maybe give us targets. For 90% of mine, I drew up a trade, and some of them, all of them, might be ass, but
That's fine. That's fine.
It's conversational starter. But let's get into Game 3. First game for San Antonio Spurs at home. We find out that Dylan Harper's going to play. We find out De'Aaron Fox is finally going to play, but we also find out J-Dub is going to miss. The game starts off 15-0 in the favor of the San Antonio Spurs, but the Oklahoma City Thunder fight all the way back, eventually take a double-digit lead, and eventually win the game by 15 points.
Yeah, I thought one of the big things is something you kind of tweeted about when just Wemby was off the floor and how bad the team was and how bad the plus-minus was. I thought that kind of spoke volumes to how their season was like as a plus. Was you can always kind of depend on a lot of their role players. I mean, Keldon Johnson won 6 Man of the Year.
Now I'm looking at that like, damn, they messed up. Bro.
They were talking about. Did you know he had a farm? I didn't know he had a farm.
What? Yeah,
No.
well, you remember they were in the NBA Cup. The reason why he wanted to win is because he wanted another llama. He wanted to buy a llama.
I think, and I definitely seen him in those cowboy outfits before,
Yeah.
like he Bruce Brown or something like that.
But yeah, that Keldon Johnson thing. I mean, obviously, regular season wise, he was very good, but it shows you like how different the playoffs can be. Because I thought yesterday he did nothing but foul.
Yeah,
I think that was his whole thing, and I think that one of the biggest differentiating factors is the fact that the Spurs bench is pretty lackluster in comparison to the Oklahoma City Thunder. You see J-Dub go down, you ask yourself, where are them extra shots gonna come from? Game 1, J-Dub shot 25 shots. And we find out it could be McCain, it could be it can be Kaysen, it can be Caruso, and so on. And
The other Jalen Williams.
the other Jalen Williams had 4 made threes, including a 4-point play late in the fourth quarter. So I think that ends up being the big factor because, at one point, the Spurs had lost the Wemby minutes in just 5.5 minutes by 19 points. You know, the first quarter run was amazing. It's like, okay, here comes Luke Cornett. And it is reminiscent of like a lot of the stuff Jokic has gone through over the last couple of years where he goes to the bench, they're up by 7, he comes back to the game, tie game. The same thing happened with like Joel Embiid in his last couple playoffs. Say what you want about him, but like he's good enough to keep the team afloat. And once he goes to the bench, everything comes crashing down. And this was that game for the Spurs.
Super unfortunate too, because there were certain points where they were right there. I just think, I don't know, OKC just has the superpower of, again, being used to playing without guys, especially J-Dub this year. I just give a lot of credit to them.
They showed the stat, they were like 40-9 when J-Dub didn't play. It's like, oh my
No
goodness.
need to panic.
yeah.
No need to panic. It was good seeing De'Aaron Fox out there, though. He had a nice little start. But yeah, I mean, Jalen Williams coming off the bench, hitting back-to-back threes. He went, 5 of 7 from 3 or 5 of 6 from 3, the 4-point play. I thought he had some really good defensive possessions on Wemby. Jared McCain shot 21 shots.
Most in the game, right?
Say that again?
I think he shot the most shots
yes,
in the game.
yes. And he didn't necessarily have a good shooting night, but it just says a lot.
The impact was there.
And I think that's the biggest thing on my mind is what adjustment does Mitch Johnson and the Spurs make? Because you lost a game at home. And I'll be honest with you, I've seen the Spurs quite a lot because in our childhoods, they were those guys. I don't remember seeing their arena be like that.
Yeah, the
that
crowd is crazy.
Yeah, that 15-0 start was like nuts. It was crazy. So for them to weather that storm, and it's not on the behalf of like a Shea, like, legendary game, is kind of nuts to me. And then there's no J-Dub. But to put 2 on the ball, they have that down pat. There's one play specifically that's ingrained in my brain where Shea has the ball, the 2 come at him, Caruso flashes to the middle, and in a 0.3 process, he immediately throws it to Jalen Williams, Caruso, as he gets it in the middle, and Jalen Williams knocks down a 3. Just like that. And even the shots that Jared McCain missed, there are a lot of those was wide open looks that he's going to make in the next couple of games.
Yeah.
So seeing the looks that they got is worrisome when they go back, the Spurs go back and watch the film. And they won convincingly. It ain't like Jalen Williams hit a game-winning 3 or something. They won by 15 points after starting the game down 15-0 on the road, and it's not like a great Shea game. The starter scored 5 of the 26 points in the opening quarter, and Shea scored 0. So, I mean, like, Chet had 1 shot.
Yeah.
So that was a huge win, but I'm just curious to see. And, again, We've said this one time every series, but got to find better, easier looks for Wemby.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. I think in the second half, they did a decent job with making him be a screener and having him roll, and that opened it up. But other than that, there's not any set plays for Wembanyama. And Tarico on the broadcast asked at one point, Reggie, this might be a dumb question, but Wembanyama is at least 6 inches taller than everybody on the court. Can we not just give him the ball at the rim and let him finish? And Reggie Miller said something along the lines of like, you could do that every single time. Now, I don't think it is as simple to do that every single time, but you do wonder, like, could we get more Wembanyama possessions where something is drawn up? And in my video, I kind of made the point that sometimes these coaching staffs recognize that they have such a great offensive player that they think, oh, he's going to be able to get it on his own. We don't really need to try to help him get into them spots. And I just think that they need to help him get into them spots because when he is going, everything opens up even more. Yeah. Like, again, he ended up with a pretty solid 26 and 4 rebounds, something like along those lines. So his points per game were fine, but I just feel like the offensive impact wasn't where they needed to be in order to win this series.
I thought one of their biggest baskets in game 1 was one of the easiest baskets they had all the time. It's just Stephon Casa literally just threw the ball up to Wembanyama when Caruso was on him, and there's literally nothing he could do. And that was during the part of the game where the Thunder were kind of working their way back, and you needed to get like every basket you can. And yeah, let's use the 7-5 guy. My question for y'all would be, do y'all look at this? Say that they end the series in 5, right? The Spurs had got their 1. Would you kind of look at it as if like, man, Spurs could have been up basically 3-0 right now because of that one shot?
Are you saying OKC could have been up 3-1?
Yeah,
because
or 3-0.
Yeah,
like
3-0 because of the Wemby shot that he hit.
Yeah.
You could definitely say that. But I think that a lot of series you could probably say that about, right?
The Celtics would be in the playoffs if we played that game.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, the Knicks could be undefeated if one for 2 CJ McCollum shots.
How about this? I think the better question is, if you're gonna look at it through that series, because I guess you could, like, does that shot make them look closer than what they are to OKC?
I get what you're saying.
No,
I think the whole run shows you what they've been doing so far Portland is a young first time in the playoff team, but Minnesota was beat up, but that's a team that was experienced, have been through all the highs and lows of being a good team. I think you could still say that we are the closest to OKC, with it still saying we still ain't that close.
Yeah.
And then, like, we talked about it all the time, that a young team usually needs to earn their stripes. They need to lose in the playoffs at least one time before they go do an actual thing, and maybe that's what's happening right now. But think about OKC when they lost to Luka in Dallas. They looked at that offseason and said, shit, Josh Giddey can't play for us. We're going to trade him away for somebody that can. Oh, we got all this money. We brought in Gordon Hayward to free up this money. We're going to go get another center, Isaiah Hartenstein. There could be an offseason coming up for the Spurs where they say, okay, our young core is phenomenal, but yes, we do need some more veterans around them. And then they could do their OKC thing where they add whoever it may be on the back end and be like, oh, yeah, we're right back here.
It's still just a 2-1 series, by the way.
Yeah.
Still a 2-1 series. Game 4, they go back home. OKC is the reigning champs for a reason.
Yeah, this game shows that, man.
Yeah.
They look like they were just ready, and that youth really showed for the first time, I think, in the whole playoffs for the Spurs. Mitch Johnson mentioned that once you look back on that film, you're probably going to think to yourself, ooh, we got greedy. Because I don't know if y'all remember that Devin Vassell play where he was clamping up on Shea, but he reached one extra
twice.
time.
He reached twice. That was idiotic.
Yeah,
that was
I think
dumb.
you might have hit the group chat right after that play.
Yeah.
And I think those are the examples that Mitch Johnson's going to talk about when he says that we got a little bit greedy. Because it was, 2 seconds on the shot clock when that foul actually got called. So they are still a super young team. And, you don't think about that during the run, but when you see them go against another young team, but an experienced young team, you start to realize, oh, yeah, this team is only the average age of whatever.
They get so trigger happy, too. And I think we talked about that in the last game because they took 22 shots and 15 of them were from 3, I think, in game 2. This game, maybe not that crazy, but it's still a lot of possessions where, like Mike said, you kind of in arm's reach and you still giving yourself a chance in the fourth quarter, but a lot of their possessions ended up looking like home run plays where guys are really just trying to get that 3-point shot to go down to chip in on that lead. But again, when you have a 7-5 guy like Wemby, you got to he got to go down there and make something happen, and then they also got to find ways to get on the basketball. I thought OKC did a really good job of keeping him off the offensive glass.
Yep.
Because that had been a way, even in the first 2 games. I know they lost the second game, but both of those games, the Spurs were just on that glass.
It was like 26% offensive rebound rate, 36% offensive rebound rate, 34% offensive rebound rate. The last night it was 24%. So dropped about a whole 10%. And I think that is a big part of OKC's defense. I mean, as much as we talk about Wembanyama not having drawn up plays and easy as shit, I also think OKC's done an amazing job pushing him away from the basket. The conversation was pretty heavy about the physicality level in Game 2. I thought in Game 3, OKC took their foot off the gas as far as all the arm pulling and so on. It still happened a few different
Spurs
times.
turned theirs up.
Yeah, I mean, that third quarter took 45 minutes.
It was on ass.
Bro, like 45 real life minutes for a 12-minute quarter is kind of crazy. I think it was like, 30-something free throw shot in that one quarter alone. Yeah. But this is the type of game that, like, I don't know. There's so much basketball stuff revolving around it. I hate that like the group think kind of turns into talking about the way Shea falls or all of this stuff, because the basketball right now is elite. Like Shea being able to tackle those double teams, and of course, a ton of credit to the players hitting the shots, but him making the right decisions time and time and time again is a game where you can shoot 6 for 17 from the field and still be like, oh shit, that guy was pretty damn good.
Very reminiscent of the game Brunson just had. Like,
yes.
I love.
Did you watch my video? Because that was some,
You said that?
Yeah, exactly what I said.
I didn't have time to watch. I had 2 Mike been here league games.
Did y'all know, by the way?
We did. We busted, yeah.
Okay.
We lost ours.
Both of them?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Was the undefeated team?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. But no, I basically made the same point that you about to make.
Yeah. No, I just love seeing star players be able to do that. That's all.
Yeah, because I said in mine, just going off of that the games are so similar defensively from the opposing teams, where their objective is to get the ball out of the superstars' hands, and it just so happened that Josh Hart hit a ton of threes, or it just so happened that Caruso hit a bunch, or Jay Will hit a bunch, or that Jerry McCain took the double team and played off the dribble and created for himself a few different times. So it is like, I said this after the Cavs game, obviously it sucks to lose the game and you're down 2-0, but you could look at it like, we kind of let them shoot the shots that we wanted them to shoot. Yeah. And they showed a graphic in this one. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was ESPN yesterday. ESPN showed a graphic that was like, here's the points per possessions for OKC when Shea is double versus the points per possession when they're playing straight up. And it's like double when he's doubled. And I think that's a credit to the teammates making shots. But I wonder if Mitch Johnson and them look at that and say, what if we just tried a quarter where we just play him straight up? Let's see if an individual MVP player can truly beat us by himself instead of it being the Carusos or the Jay Wills. And that would be maybe the first adjustment I'll look at for game number 4. Play him straight up.
No, I think that adjustment has to be made at some point, because a lot of teams, the Knicks were doing that with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, and I was kind of ripping my hair out, because at that point I just think you allow everybody else to get in so much of a groove that it just becomes a compounding thing where now Caruso just looks like he got confidence. It ain't a one game thing. You know what I mean? Like, I know we look at guys as shooters and non-shooters and whatnot, but at the end of the day, these are professional basketball players, and the number one thing in basketball at any level is confidence. And if you start letting these guys get confidence, you can see a guy who didn't necessarily have the greatest shooting success in the regular season or in a different series look crazy. I mean, how many times have we seen that? A guy just loses his mind and is just making everything for a complete series who didn't necessarily do the same thing. So
yeah, and OKC is still the type of team where I think you can look at the personnel and you might not have to force a double, and you can still live with that philosophy, but you can still gap up as much as you can on Shea. Like, you don't have to go and hug Lou Dort. You don't have to go and hug these guys. Some of these guys you might want to definitely pay attention to, and you might not want to live with as much, but I'm still showing as many bodies to Shea and making it as tough as possible in that one-on-one too, because, I mean, he can beat you one-on-one for most part.
I don't think Caruso – no, I take that back. Caruso probably will get lost through history, but he truly is one of the most impactful off-the-bench players ever.
Yeah.
Like, the box score, not always going to say it, but when he gets into the game, there's a jolt of electricity – no pun intended, when it being the Thunder, on the team. And now if he has games like this or a series like this where it's 30 points, 17 points, 15 points, or in the finals last year we had 2 20-point games, it's like, God damn.
I don't even know.
We also
if
saw
I
it with
really
the Bulls and the Lakers.
Yes, yeah.
It's like, who's a good comparison for Caruso?
I don't know if it exists. I mean, maybe it exists like in the 60s
yeah.
that we just don't know about.
It's like, no. Because a lot of times when I heard about, like the super microwaves or energy guys off the bench, there were a lot of scores. Like, usually it wasn't the Swiss Army knife. Caruso is a dude that just does whatever it takes to win a basketball.
I mean, honestly speaking, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Like, he's in some class of his own. There are other guys. I mean, Iguodala with the Warriors.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's easy, it's distant memory, but Iguodala was big time.
That's why
I guess the only difference is he was a
former All-Star.
Yeah, it's off the
starter.
bench. And yeah.
But yeah,
It's-
I mean,
it's like a niche. It's more than a niche than it's like he's just in some other world by himself.
6 men a year is always kind of boiled down to who putting up the best stats off the bench. But if it was true impact, I know Caruso didn't play a ton of regular season this year, so he wouldn't have got it anyway. But like, he's one of those guys that probably should have a 6 man. Same thing with Iggy. Iggy's got 0, right? I don't think Iggy ever
yeah,
won
he
it.
got 0.
But he has a book called The 6 Man, right, or something along those lines.
Yeah,
So
The
like,
Sixth Man.
this is what they do, and I just feel like
mean,
we
I guess-
should reward those type of guys more often.
Josh Hart is in that nature too.
And now he's a full-time starter.
I
Oh, you just mean like the
off
energy,
bench,
the
off
energy,
off the
yada,
bench
yada.
energy,
Okay.
do whatever it takes to like.
No,
win
but
a
he's
cup.
saying he's a starter.
He still fits the mold though.
That's why he's saying you talking about energy then, because
Yeah.
he's not. Yeah, he just don't come off the bench no more. He's that good where he's
He's
boy,
just-
a starter. Stop
and I
playing
mean,
with that boy.
Caruso's a starter on what, 27 teams in the league or something along those lines, 20 plus teams in the league. But just so happening on this team's like, Lou Dort is still starting for whatever reason.
because
know?
he wouldn't do this off the bench.
True. But one thing very apparent, he won't be on that team next year.
I think that's a good point for Josh Hart too. Josh Hart is one of those guys that off the bench or starting, like he gives you damn near the same production. And I think Caruso kind of falls in there too.
Yeah, I've been liking the series, but I feel like game 1 was a 10 out of 10. Game 2 is like a 7.5 out of 10. This game was probably like a 5.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
And I think it's probably because the lack of flow for the third quarter kind of killed it.
Do you think it's also because we've been spoiled with like the first game one?
That first
for
game
both-
was so good.
Yes, on both sides.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Shout out to the series.
Yeah, I enjoyed it last night. I enjoyed the best thing for me to do is watch these games and just like watch them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really go on Twitter. Like you said, the group think and all of that stuff. Everybody wanna just make things out to be whatever. It's unbearable. It's kind of sad.
It is. I think it actually is sad. Like, I know we say stuff like that pretty often, but like, I truly think it is sad because this series has been really good, and it just, I don't know. Again, OKC is the villain of the NBA, which I think is a good thing. I think there's a good thing that there is somebody that casual fans can hate on. I think it was great when the Heat were there. I think it was great when the Warriors got Kevin Durant, and I think it's great that OKC is there. But I don't know.
They not even that though.
They're not even close to that. Like, I understand that, maybe you believe that the whistle's a certain way or Shea is this, but like the actual basketball of it all, this team is fucking ridiculous.
It's one of the best teams of all time.
Like, truly. And then the series is far from over, so I'm not closing the door on the Spurs. But we were like, yeah, man, this Spurs team can do it, could potentially do it. There might be a world where they just like lose at 5. And like, shit.
Yeah.
So if this super duper Spurs team with the alien can't do it, who the fuck is gonna be able to do it?
I think my thing with all of that chatter though is certain people be trying to bring that shit to us.
Mm-hmm.
And there's never been a time where that hasn't been acknowledged. Like even Mike just said, they're one of the greatest teams of all time. And they always get their respect. But people that support them, they try to have this underdog mentality that they was counted out. That's just not been the case. You know what I mean? And it makes me real, like, it get me to the point where I had to sometimes remind people, like, I don't give a fuck about OKC one bit to even hate on them. I just give credit where it's due. I have a job to do. But to think I'm investing energy to, like, secretly be against bro, fuck OKC. Seriously. Fuck all teams in the NBA. I don't care. But I have a job to do. But it ain't that deeply invested. You get what I'm saying? Like,
No,
I
I
have
understand.
Darius Baisley jerseys that I put actual money into buying. I don't have no
That
agenda.
motherfucker might be a 101.
You know what I
You
mean?
might
Like,
be
I
the
don't
only
have no
person with
agenda
that.
against no team. You know what I mean? I've dropped a recap video. People are like, man, no, y'all was ready to crown Vic. I'm like, are you stupid? You think we crowned Vic after game 1? You think that? Do you watch basketball? If you think if Vic got crowned after game 1, you are a little late, boy.
Very
You're late to the thing. But yeah, it's a lot of those, like, oh, stay on that side. I'm never going to be on the OKC side. Never. Never. I just have respect for what that's what the game is supposed to be.
Yeah.
When somebody doing anything, it ain't no hate, man. Them dudes be hooping.
Only sad to be on is the team that you root for.
They get to it. Yeah, and to a certain extent, I'm not gonna even ever be on my side in a way that's gonna just be morally against what I'm about.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love the Knicks, but I ain't on no nut shit for the Knicks. You get what I'm saying?
I feel
'Cause, like,
that's how I feel about the
there's
Lakers.
a line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love the Lakers, and I feel like it affects me more in a positive way. Like when good things happen or the Lakers are rolling, man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energetic. But when the Lakers are, they pissing me off, it's just like, okay, it's just another thing that's bugging me. But I'm not finna let that shit ruin my damn day.
Is your mic always that low? Or am I tweaking?
No, I don't actually think it is.
Because you like D Mills mic.
Don't
usually,
say nothing. Don't say nothing. Talk, Mike.
I mean,
I did just move
Austin
it up.
over there with the headphones. If he ain't flagged it, then it's probably okay.
I did move it up, so I might pick up a little better.
It wasn't even getting up to the yellow part. That's why I said that.
Uh-uh.
I didn't notice until
Sound like a
KD
little
said
mouse.
something.
Not
I
the
feel you
rapper
though.
either.
I feel you though. I like it.
Yeah. Like when the Knicks was rolling, boy, you got your Knicks gear on and everything. But if it's like,
but also, Mike, when the Knicks wasn't rolling, I had Porzingis jerseys. I had Knicks gear when they was the laughing stock of the NBA too.
matter of fact, when people talking shit
we
about my
spent
team,
hundreds of dollars to see a Knicks team that was ass.
Shout out to Taj Gibson.
Don't forget, those teams was ass, and we was spending $300-$400 to get in the building. So, like, you know what I mean? And I don't mind nobody being a fan. It's just the made upness of like, yeah, I don't know. I be like, when sometimes somebody say something to me, I be like, you talking to me?
You just can't force people to watch the game the same way you do. Everybody's gonna have a different perspective about the team, and because it's your team, you value certain shit a lot higher than what the normal neutral NBA fan is gonna feel. I just feel like OKC fans become defensive because right now, again, their favorite team is the villain of the NBA, so they feel like everybody is against them. But the reality is, not everybody's against y'all, motherfuckers. So
Bro,
we literally just
2 years
talk
ago
hoops.
they were the sweethearts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they like that. Like we just witnessed the Warriors thing. They not like that. I saw real hatred with the Warriors. Like, people really hated the Warriors. They not that.
yeah,
They not the people was coming into the NBA like
Unless they
the
got the three
Raptors
of 'em.
fans was clapping. that was that Clay injury or KD injury? They was clapping for the injuries.
Yeah,
Y'all
see, that
not
shit's
that,
never-
bro.
even-
Y'all not that.
even when the Warriors were at their peak, and I'm talking about people just not liking them because they were one of the best teams all the time. You couldn't deny that they were just playing beautiful basketball. That's why it was so like one of my favorite teams all the time. You had all these stars, and you still had just off ball movement. Anytime KD in the post.
That's one of your favorite teams of all time.
Favorite offenses, I should say, of all time, because
You was rooting for them.
no, I wasn't rooting for them.
I
But I
think-
can still admit that I liked.
That was beautiful. It was beautiful hoops. It was beautiful.
Their run was like, I seen for the first time some real hatred.
That's
Not
the
gonna
type
lie.
of shit that make people stop watching the NBA.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
dominant that team.
Yeah.
We dead ass knew who was finna be in the finals for like
And-
3 years straight.
And they were playing against arguably the biggest fan base, which is the LeBron.
Yeah.
The Thunder haven't really gone. Who they played last year in the final? They went against Tyrese Halliburton and them. They going against Wemby. It ain't like Wemby some LeBron staple now. OKC definitely get their fair share, but that's whoever wins the championship. Like, that's whoever's at the top, I should say. I felt like the Celtics a couple years was getting it because it looked like they were going to be that team. You know what I mean? That's just what it is when you're just dominant. So, that comes with the territory. I haven't seen one dominant team or player just not have a little crowd of like, we ain't rocking with y'all. We want to see something else. That just comes with, I don't care if you Drake, the Yankees, the Celtics, Lakers, the Patriots. That just comes with it.
Gotta hate the Patriots.
But I don't think the way OKC fans be feeling or talking and how they be moving, you would think that they on that Warriors thing. I seen real hatred with the Warriors thing to where I used to have to like leave.
You know how crazy
Because you
it
got
was?
LeBron, Steph, then you got KD, then they won. How many times in a row did they go to the finals? 4?
Yeah.
But the difference was too, KD went to that team. So it's like, damn, it's a double whammy.
Yes.
LeBron went to the Heat and they teamed up. This team went and got Isaiah Hartenstein and Caruso, and like they kind of built everything else. So it is different on that nature too, where it's like they did it damn near the right way.
That's
the
where
other teams did it the right way, but it's
that's
like
where
they
the
did it
respect,
the organic way.
That's where the respect comes from. That's why, again, when people on like that support them act like there's this huge thing for everybody, I'd be like, y'all, like, why are you talking to me? I like what OKC done. I'm just not an OKC fan, and I'm not one of those people that's
even
blind to the
bro,
bullshit.
how could you not be just jealous of what Sam Presti does as a front office?
We mentioned the name Jeremy Kane once, but that's a prime example of the jealousy that you can have for Sam Presti.
They said Sam Presti, and I didn't see the conversation, but they were talking about in the broadcast that one of the quotes Sam Presti had when they were talking about basically his vision of the back-to-back and winning a championship. He said, we not trying to repeat the same outcome. We trying to repeat the same process.
Yeah.
He's trying to do the same shit he been killing the league for the last few years. He's trying to do the same. He's not even worried about, let's just go get as many rings as I can. He's trying to make this shit a dynasty for as long as he can. And when you see teams that can't even get to the playoffs, it's like, shit, I want what they got.
Yeah.
That's why, again, to me, that ain't that with the Warriors thing.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of that Warriors shit I didn't respect.
I mean,
They
honestly,
wanted it.
It was so
thing.
crazy that it turned me to a Braun fan.
Yeah, you just didn't respect with the Thunder. I respect the whole thing because I like Sam Presti. Mark Dayton came out of nowhere, did his thing. Who don't like Shea's upcoming story? You might not be a fan of how he play or whatever. All of that shit. That's all for whoever. But to do, ascended in a way that's kind of
y'all remember
like
when,
my boy KB24.
I mean, y'all remember.
What
But
pick was Shea?
12th or 13th, yeah. In that same range. Just
Yeah, you know what I mean? Wasn't like the number one overall pick, grinded his way up, did his thing.
I was a big fan of him. I thought he was just going to be a good starter. I didn't think he was going to be 11th. Okay, I didn't think he was going to be the two-time MVP of the league.
Yeah, you love that. J-Dub wasn't some heralded draft pick that can't, like, you got to respect what they did. Don't have to root for them. Don't have to be my favorite team, but yeah, that Warriors
They got
shit.
a lot of grades. Caruso from undrafted to OKC Blue under Mark Dayton.
AJ Mitchell was
second
one of
round
my
pick,
guys. I was
yeah.
early. I rock with him. I'm just not. I'm not rooting.
Lou
for
Dort
him.
was undrafted too, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, it's
The
hard to-
Warriors, I had
to
some
like Lou Dort.
disdain for. I ain't got no disdain for the Thunder. That's why they fans piss me off when they act like that's the case.
bro,
It was really
Warriors
fuck the
team-
Warriors, bro. Like, I wish we could get back in that time, bro. Like the Warriors was just like, bro, please.
bro. Let me tell you what.
James Harden, I'm missing them 27 threes.
This is one of the
Couldn't have made me
stories
more
about
mad.
that Warriors team. It's like they were just that fucking good. Is when Steve Kerr went down. Not I say went down like, but legit he had
back
he had
surgery.
back surgeries, and Luke Walton went 39-4 as the head coach.
That was a cherry on top,
It
bro.
was so good he got a real coaching
Yeah.
job.
That was a cherry on top, where it's just like, yeah, bro.
You said 39-4 was it? Right?
Yes.
39-4.
Then they went like 30
God
games in a row to
damn,
start the
bro.
season.
And, this included an NBA record 24-0 to start the
Yeah,
season while filling in.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
didn't realize
even
it was
from
that many
Steve Kerr,
games.
it wasn't like Steve Kerr. I think he probably doesn't get as much credit as he deserves because a lot of the talent on the roster was like, man, anybody could win with Steph, KD, and Klay Thompson and these type of guys.
But no, he built the infrastructure to make it worth it.
They did.
Yeah,
That was the greatest anybody could do that shit. Luke Walton was like, I got it.
yeah.
Steve
Back
Kerr.
surgery sounds crazy.
Where y'all put Steve Kerr as a coach?
All time? What do you mean?
Whatever.
Like, is he a good coach, bad
Whatever,
coach? I think he's a
whatever.
really good coach.
Okay.
I couldn't name.
What stops him from being great?
I don't think he,
Results.
So you saying if he ain't got that KD?
No, because he
Steph
did win
Curry.
one. Well, I mean,
I'm
he
saying
won
with that,
two. He
with-
won two.
If
without-
he ain't got that, so do you think he could have went to other teams and made some shit poppin'?
I think he could help another team, but no coach is that good where he can turn.
do you think he's a better coach than Doc Rivers?
I'm not asking him to turn water into wine.
Yes.
Because I think there's names that are unfair when you talk about just all coaches. Like I'm not comparing them to Eric Spoelstra, not comparing them to Greg Pop. Like I'm trying to think of tiers below
Spoelstra
that.
a better coach than Steve Kerr?
I would say Spoelstra's a
Hell
better
yeah.
coach.
Okay.
Who you thought was gonna say no?
Huh? I'm
Who
just
you
asking.
thought?
I'm trying to gauge the Steve Kerrness. Billy Donovan or Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr. Because I truly think that a lot of coaching is managing personalities. And though he do got one personality that feel like he run the whole locker room, the fact that they were able, and I think this also goes to Steph's, what's the word I'm looking for? Selflessness.
Yeah.
Where like in order to bring in a Kevin and all these guys to keep all these personalities together and still win at the highest level
It
has to
does
be
take a
worth
special
something.
person to turn a blind eye to what some of the stuff Draymond be doing. So
Steve Kerr or Rick Carlisle?
I would take Rick Carlisle.
I think Rick Carlisle's a better coach than Steve Kerr. Rick Carlisle has multiple stops, so he's proven with different kind of rosters that he can elevate a team.
Steve Kerr.
I think Rick
Steve
Carlisle ends up being underrated as a coach
He is.
overall.
Steve Kerr or Mark Dayton on.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think
Kerr,
schematically Mark Dayton is killing Steve Kerr.
do Steve Kerr got a G League championship? Okay. My boy do it at all levels.
Steve Kerr or JJ Redick. Right now.
Who would I rather have coaching
Yeah.
my team right now today?
JJ Redick.
Fuck.
JJ Redick. In 2026 right now?
Yeah.
JJ Redick.
I mean, at least Steve Kerr just said publicly, I don't think I had a good
Yeah,
year.
yeah, I did see that. Which I
had a down year.
JJ
You
Redick.
respect it.
I
right?
respect.
Mark Jackson or Steve Kerr?
I think we know that one.
They went Steve. Man, Mark Jackson could have won with that team, man. Stop playing with him.
I don't know. Motherfucker Mark Jackson had interviewed for 30 jobs since then.
Hey, Scott Brooks.
That's
or-
because he's still.
Scott Brooks or Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr, come on, man.
Yeah, I would take Steve Kerr.
What bench is Scott Brooks on now?
He
I
might
feel
be
like
on
I
the
just
Lakers.
seen him not too long ago.
Yeah.
Is it the Lakers?
The Lakers. He's in the Lakers. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Stan Van Gundy or Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr.
Ty Lue or Steve Kerr?
Give me
Ooh.
Tyler.
I think schematically Ty Lue is better, but I would rather have Steve Kerr as a coach.
David Blatt or Steve Kerr?
Give me Steve.
I'm just playing Steve Kerr. Shout out to Nick too.
Yeah. That's how I feel like he can become underrated because he did have so much talent. It's like, I don't know. You could take away a lot from him.
No. I ain't here to knock Steve Kerr, man.
I feel that.
Steve Kerr he's a legend. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
He got how many rings? His win-loss
Between-
record probably ridiculous.
Yeah.
That boy Steve Kerr. Hey, Steve, you did the man. Steve,
He's got 9 championships, 5 as a player, 4 as a coach.
He better than me.
He need,
I would have left Steph in them at. Y'all ain't finna fuck up my wins and losses.
that's
These
why
last
he got to
couple
be
of
an
years.
assistant on OKC so he can get that extra
Yeah,
ring.
yeah.
Now he got 4.
Hell yeah. Hey,
He got all 10.
I'm leaving the Warriors and I'm going to be an assistant for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's what we need. We need more coaches ring chasing like that.
you don't
Easy to
think it
play.
happens?
More
Not-
coaches ring chaser.
Not at that. Maybe. I don't really pay attention enough, I guess.
All right. Anything else on Game 3 of the Western Conference Final?
I
Nah.
hope De'Aaron Fox can hoop. I don't know.
That was a dirty play from Lou Dort.
I don't think so.
I'm being so sarcastic.
Okay.
Let me say that before somebody write an email.
Shams announced finally the all defensive teams for this year. First team is Wembanyama, Holmgren, Asar Thompson, Gobert, Derek White. Second team is Bam Adebayo, Scotty Barnes, Casey Wallace, Dyson Daniels, and OG Anunoby. There's one big point of contention for everybody, and that's that Scotty Barnes is on the second team
Yeah.
and Derek White is on the first team.
Yeah.
No disrespect, great. I think Derek White deserves to be on these teams. I think when we did our thing, he was on my second team. I don't know where he fit alongside y'all teams. But in my mind, there was no world where Scotty Barnes wasn't solidified as a first-team all-defensive guy this year. Say he's the first guy in 20 years to have 100 steal, like top 10 in steals and blocks in the same season. Scotty Barnes quoted that tweet with something. It's just overall surprising to me.
Mm-hmm. You think that could be more of like a reputation thing?
Sure, I guess.
It's like voters might be a little bit late. But even then, because that's really the only one I kind of seen is like I would definitely change that one. But most of the name I'm not too crazy about. But I always do feel like some of these guys, like sometimes voters can be somewhat of like a year late for these like secondary.
How?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah,
But
Derek
we
White.
see it a lot of times where we see it a lot of times where like I think consensus might be some of these guys could be a first team, and then they kind of drop to the second or third team, and it's the guys that are voting that are getting the results.
I think what you're saying is right, Mike. I mean, they shouldn't be late to the party, but I think that does happen more times than not. Derek White got 58 first place votes, while Scotty Barnes got 42. And that I don't know, man. I don't know how to give blame off for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm trying to process if I want to say something or not. I'll probably just keep my words to myself.
About Scotty Barnes?
Yeah, it's like we don't have anything to say. To me, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA is so worried about all of these stupid ass fucking things, then they can't even vote right. They can't even vote right.
Nimi Keita got a first place defensive
They
vote.
can't even vote right. And I'm one of those guys that I normally, these things don't really make that. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. But Scott, I just felt like the whole NBA world, whether you like the Raptors or you like Scotty Barnes, if he's your cup of tea or not, I thought that was indisputable. I thought that was pretty obvious that I would have put $1 million that he would have been first team. Like it felt that strong because to me he was defensive player of the year, a guy that was in the conversation.
Yeah, he was 5th in defensive player of the year somehow, and
Yeah,
didn't
that
make
makes
first team.
It just doesn't make sense. Too many things in our league has happened where I feel like in 2026 that shouldn't be happening no more. It just shouldn't be happening. And everybody get on their podcasts, everybody get on their Twitter, and they know basketball, they talk basketball and all this shit, and we can't even vote right. You can't even vote right.
Jalen Duren got 6 votes. He got 3 first-team all-defensive votes. Am I tweaking? Is that crazy? Jalen Duren got 3 first-team all-defensive votes?
Yes, that's very crazy.
The
That's very
NBA
crazy.
has to be better.
That's very
The
crazy.
NBA has to be better. They have to be. I don't know who runs all this shit. Adam Silver, all these. Y'all have to get better with this shit. The fact that it don't be no consequence when it's shit like this is crazy to me. It's crazy that people could just get away with this. It's almost like a motherfucker didn't take it serious.
I'm trying to think of
58 to
reasons in my
42?
head of like what
58
could be the
to
reason?
42 on the voting side. So it wasn't like, oh man, he beat him by 2. He just had 2 more people rock with him.
I think that Derek White, we all respect Derek White's defensive game. He deserves some votes, but I think Scotty Barnes' defensive season was so. I think it makes more sense for Derek White to be there over somebody else, but maybe not Scotty Barnes, if that makes sense.
The people who I feel like no doubters. Victor Wembanyama, obviously defensive player of the year. Asar Thompson,
Right.
Chet, and I thought Scotty Barnes.
Me too. I thought those are 4 locks.
Straight up locks. I have no argument with anything on that side at all. All those dudes did they thing.
Somehow 7 people didn't have Chet on all defensive first team. Is that not crazy?
Like, exactly.
know.
Like, who is that? To me, that's the thing. Who is that?
Yeah.
And
I
if
don't
y'all
know.
not, if the NBA ain't looking, hire somebody. Y'all worry about
if
the
Scotty
fuck.
was top 5 and he can't get his like, bro, how is Chet not getting just damn near as many first place votes when he was damn second in fucking BPO wise? So it's like,
I don't know. It's a weird time.
This is the shit that make y'all fans say shit is rigged.
But I can almost guarantee Scotty makes first team next year
yeah,
because people gonna think about the playoffs.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. That's why I wish they would just release it all like as soon as the season ends, honestly, because I think it does hurt a little bit more when it comes playoff time and you see certain people get awards or certain people not get awards. It's like the playoffs don't matter, but it just got emphasized in the damn playoffs. So
NBA be better. This is stupid. So stupid.
I do want to say Rudy Gobert making all defensive team puts him in another elite class of people with all defensive first teams. It's him, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, and Kobe Bean Bryant.
which I thought, again, the Scotty one hurts because I thought they got the rest of the 4 right. The guys he named, and I thought Rudy Gobert was like, he was well deserved in that first team as well.
Once I seen that boy Scotty went on first team,
Yeah.
everything else went out the window. Shout out to Rudy though, man.
Scotty had a hell of a year. He couldn't even get first team.
Couldn't even get first team.
Shout out to Rudy. All right. Y'all want to get into some offseason stuff?
Might as well, because the shit we just talked about wasn't even worth the attention we gave it to.
Well, I knew that we all felt some type of way about Scotty not being there, so I want to shout out to our people up north.
Stupid, man.
So
stupid.
How many teams we have left? 4 teams left.
Ain't that what they say in New York? Stupid.
Guess we'll find out next month. Get those tickets to the live show. Off season's around the corner for everybody, you know. So I think it's a good time to kind of build some trades, build up targets, and so on. Let's start off with the Detroit Pistons. One move for every eliminated playoff team.
I think for me, it would just be them taking some type of swing. I respect them for keeping everything close to the chest at the trade deadline and really seeing what they got. They had a really, really good year. They survived against the Magic. They came damn close against the Cavaliers, a game away from the conference finals. Again, this is a team that not that long ago was breaking records for losing. You know what I mean? It had a lot of turmoil going on. I think you have your infrastructure now. I think you see what you have with Cade Cunningham, one of the top players in the league. You have one of the best defensive players in the league as well with Asar. And then you're probably going to bring back Jalen Duren, and hopefully he looks more like the regular season version of himself, especially after he gets paid. Mm-hmm. And then now it's time to, maybe take some of those draft picks, some of those contracts, and go out and really, go for it. There was a lot of guys they've been linked to over the years or so, whether that's Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson, Kawhi Leonard now, Michael Porter Jr. I want to see that big move from them that says, kind of like how the Magic went for Desmond Bane, that I think just gave the signal that we believe in our core, we believe in what we have, we believe in our coach. Let's go do it. Mm-hmm. The East is, that place where you can be one move away.
Yeah, I agree. I really do like the Kawhi one. Do they feel like they're one of the teams that has to be a home run trade for you to kind of make?
That was the thing that I was asking myself, because I think we all make idea of Kawhi Leonard. If Kyrie Irving becomes available, we talked about that a few times so far this week. But I wonder if they are we may not need an all NBA caliber player.
I put a name, Norman Powell, just as a dude that could just flat out score the damn ball and provide something for you offensively. I think there's a lot of other names like a CJ who could also provide some playmaking. Yeah. But just as a wing that can probably not be crazy expensive, I guess when you look at the other guys like a Lowry or those type of dudes, but he can give you 20 plus on every night.
What do y'all think is more important for them? Like straight up shooting or shot creation?
Shot creation.
Okay, so I have a potential trade for y'all then. There's obviously rumors that the Miami Heat are interested in Giannis and have been for 36 years now. There's also the rumor about what their trade package was going to be. What if Detroit walks in and say, hey, we know y'all don't really want Tyler Hero, so we'll take him.
I think that's a good option too. Just because Tyler Hero can play off the ball too. And
still a 40% three-point shooter, catch and shoot.
Obviously can play making. I think that you could have times where you look at all these playoff teams, they're able to kind of stagger their stars. Tyler Hero is one of those guys that I think could carry the offense and provide some of what Cade does. If Cade's not on the floor, that's another time when just the Pistons struggle when he's not there. And when I look at guys like Tyler Hero that aren't always the best defensively, these teams with defensive infrastructure kind of intrigue me. It's like maybe we can cover up some of those gaps that he has on the defensive side.
I agree.
Here's the potential trade, and it's only going off the rumor that the Heat are willing to give up this stuff. So the Pistons walk away with Tyler Hero. The Heat walk away with Giannis. And I think that's also a point of contention. Do we want to be a part of a trade that alleviates a team that's going to be competing against us? But forget about that for this sake of conversation. Then the Bucks walk out with the rest of Karis LeVert's contract, Ron Holland, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez, 2 first-round picks this year. So that puts them at pick 10, 13, and 21. Pick 28, 2028 for Miami and 2030 for Miami. So the Heat walk out with 4 extra first-round picks in exchange. The Bucks walk out 4 extra first-round picks in exchange for Giannis, plus Ron Holland, Khalil Ware, and Jaime Jaquez.
I think everybody could be happy in this trade. Bucks, it sounds like you get a haul. Not only do you get some young players and maybe not the, no crazy stars, but you definitely got something you could work with. And then you also do get the draft compensate you kind of as for it. Ain't no number one pick coming through, but
But if the 3-2-1 system actually gets approved, these picks could potentially become valuable.
Yeah.
Because y'all know the Heat are a team. Even with Giannis, you can't guarantee that team going to be a championship contender because who the hell else is on the team? Then you could look at that and say, 2030 first round pick, 4 years from now, Giannis going to be 34 years old. Maybe that's, I think you can make
But the draft might, who knows?
Who knows? That's why getting 3 in this year's draft
Yep.
could be interesting. 10, 13, 17. Oh, I'm sorry, 21. But also Trey Murphy was obviously a conversation that people have been having on Twitter
Yes.
over the last couple weeks. But good. I think there are true good options for him via trade and via free agency. It's just a matter of which direction do they want to go. Because Ron Holland not playing in that makes me feel like he could be a trade chip, and I don't know what his true value would be because, again, he couldn't play in the postseason. But being the 5th overall pick just 2 seasons ago, I'm sure some teams be like, yeah, we'll give it a try. Give it a try. And I wonder how much of that not playing is a circumstance of the team that's right there with him versus him just being like not very good. Next thing we got, the Boston Celtics. This is the toughest one for me. I won't lie. One of the toughest ones for me. The trade I built up is a very small one. It's more like money movement, luxury tech stuff. It is Sam Hauser for Goga Batadze. I'm sorry, Sam Hauser in the second and Goga Batadze for Goga Batadze.
yeah.
Get an extra center in that room. Sam Hauser has become maybe more expensive than what the Celtics want. And they could potentially get another shooter for the Orlando Magic.
Baylor Shireman step right into his spot. I like that for the Magic, though, because Mo Wagner should be healthy and ready for next year. Yeah, obviously, I guess sticking with Wendell again. We'll see what happens with John Isaac. But, yeah, more shooting.
Sam Hauser, one of the premium shooters. in the
That's
league,
shooting
too.
with size, too.
Yeah.
If I'm the Pistons, I'm like, shit, dude. We got it. Y'all want
He let
Paul?
it fly,
Paul
too.
Reed.
Y'all want Paul Reed?
Sam Hauser let it fly. It just don't got to be over. He just need a little bit of space.
Yeah.
For Boston, I agree. I feel like they just don't need a crazy haul to bring in this summer. A name I thought about was Bobby Portis, a guy that could definitely rebound the basketball. And, Joe Mazzulla, he likes to get up shots. He likes to get up threes. Bobby Portis is not shy when it comes to shooting the ball. And he was one of the better three-point shooters for, bigs last year, too. Wasn't he in the three-point contest?
He sure was.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, sure was. I tried to do a fake if Jaylen Brown wants out type of trade. It's just hard to find one that makes sense for Boston where they can still stay competitive. Unless you're saying there's the 3 team that people have been throwing around where Jaylen Brown ends up in Atlanta, Giannis ends up in Boston, and then the Milwaukee Bucks get some of them Atlanta picks, including one back from their own draft treasure trove. But even that just feels like some 2K shit. And then I tried it in 2K, and even in 2K they said no. So I'm just I just don't know what to do about it. I think that's more Bill Simmons trying to find a way to get Giannis on the team. Yeah.
Giannis on the Celtics, man. You can't even wear 34.
Get ready to learn 79, buddy. Every other number's taken.
Or unless Paul Pierce say, you can wear it.
That's not Paul Pierce at all. Anything else on the Celtics? It's a weird team to try to build an offseason trade for.
Yeah, I don't even know if they are a team that's just going to be trading, because I don't know what the only thing they really have to trade is Sam Hauser.
Did you say you know? Well, next team we got is the Toronto Raptors. Another tough team to figure something out.
Shout out to Crow Mines, man.
Do y'all think they would have Sabonis interest?
Yeah, I think they would. Yeah. Can they afford him?
I mean, they got hella contracts. Money matching is not the
Emmanuel
problem.
Quickly.
They finna draft a
Jakob
point
Poeltl.
guard. They're probably not getting Emmanuel quickly. They seem like they'll. How invested are the Raptors in Brandon Ingram or RJ Barrett? I think that's maybe the route.
I think.
But then the Kings are such a thing because they still got DeRozan and Levine. And I know they want to trade those guys, whatever. But golly,
Yeah.
no matter what direction you're trying to go, if you're selling or you're bottoming them out, you don't want 9 small forwards. Shit. You got to try to sell the team to the little bit of a fan base that you do have. Season tickets, you got 9 small forwards on them.
And Acuff.
Yeah, right.
That might be enough to sell tickets.
Get your
I ain't gonna lie.
tickets. Get your tickets.
I don't know. I just think that that's one of the potential centers, and we just talked about Scotty ad nauseum about how great defensively he is that could cover up from Sabonis not being great. It does make it maybe more difficult to have CMB on that court too because none of those guys is going to space it.
What if you asked about Miles Turner?
Talk to me.
Be able to space the floor.
Like if Giannis is also getting traded.
Yeah.
And based off what Bobby Porter's saying, they ain't rocking with Miles Turner.
Be able to space floor. And I think that he don't really he could fit in defensively with Scotty and with CMB.
100%, yeah. I'm trying to figure out that's a pick involved.
Yeah.
But also Miles Turner has not been good enough to make you feel like he's worth the pick. But if you are Toronto, you're probably trading away one of those shitty contracts to make it happen. So maybe that's where the pick has to go in. Because what they have pick number 19 this year or something along those lines? Would you trade pick 19?
Yes.
Miles Turner. I would for Miles Turner, yeah.
If I'm the Raptors, yeah. Because then that gives me, Scotty, CMB, Turner. Yeah.
Let me see if I can quickly draw something up and y'all tell me.
Miles Turner is...
Fanspo also, by the way, Fanspo, not rock with you no more. They ain't updated the site in 6 months. So now we use Spotrac. Spotrac trade machine is way better. Because you can say, I don't want to do this year's contracts. Give me next year's contracts. So that just makes it so much easier. What were we saying?
You're talking about Miles Turner?
Miles Turner and the Raptors, right?
Yeah.
Miles Turner is making 26 M's.
Ain't too bad.
So it would be like, oh, shit.
It's hard to get there?
No, you can get there. It's just a matter of like, will the Bucks take on Jakob Poeltl for a pick? No, I don't think anybody's taking on Jakob Poeltl for a pick.
Could they take on RJ Barrett?
They could take on RJ Barrett for a pick.
But do the Raptors even want to give up RJ
Boom,
Barrett?
that's my next question. Because you can do like a Grady Dick Jakob Poeltl thing and a pick. Do you look at Grady Dick as a fake pick?
No.
I don't either.
No. You could try to sell him though.
But the trade pass as far as contracts go, Miles Turner for Jakob Poeltl, Grady Dick, and 19. But I just feel like there's not enough money.
How much time Miles Turner got on that contract?
2 years left after next year.
We also have to be realistic in this aspect too, y'all.
Because maybe it's bad contract for bad contract in a way. Miles Turner getting paid $26 million, $28 million, $29 million. That's a lot of money for Miles Turner.
There would be competition for him though.
Yeah, no, I think he's a premium center.
So we can't.
Honestly.
Yeah, I don't think they're taking Poeltl and Grady Dick because another team would outdo that wants him. Because he is making 26. It didn't have a great year, but the Bucks just didn't have a good year. You put him on another team, and Miles Turner is right back to being.
You think Atlanta picks up the phone?
And Atlanta looks way better in Atlanta than like the Bucks.
Yeah,
and they got more assets.
The Lakers gonna add.
Well, Luka would love to throw a little lob or two.
I feel like you could talk about. No, not at the same level, but Double O damn near had a good year too for a big man that could space the floor for you.
Who?
Double O.
Oh yeah.
Shit, the Celtics.
Yeah. No, I have Miles Turner as a Celtic, or he was one of my guys who forgot to mention him. But anybody that can shoot the damn ball at that big man spot is a premium in the league.
Next thing we got is the Atlanta Hawks. Kakar?
What you got?
I got Trey Jones being acquired by the Atlanta Hawks for Corey Kispert and pick 23.
You just want Corey Kispert and another pick.
Yeah.
I just want the pick. Corey Kispert actually got way more time left on his contract than you think. He's got 3 more years left at 13.9, 14, 15. That's pretty good money for a guy that don't play in the playoffs for you.
Would you view him as an asset, right? Just like he's a guy that you could probably flip down the road too.
As a Bull?
Yeah.
I just look at pick number 23 and be like, we take that for Trey Jones.
Yeah.
That's all. And it's really depending on where Atlanta's draft head is at, because they could draft a guard and then they don't need Trey Jones. But if they're not going to draft one, Trey Jones is as steady as it gets.
The thing about Atlanta too is they have a pick already before that,
so they may not value 23 anymore.
Some of these teams, I think that's why we're guaranteed to get an OKC trade, is because some of these teams just can't bring in that many people. So it's like, what are we doing? And I'm not even saying that's the case for Atlanta, but I know they just were competitive. I would imagine they want to bring some guys back. You know what I mean? Because they got what? Jalen Johnson, Nikhil, Double O.
You saw people under contract?
Yeah, help me out.
Buddy Hield got another year on his contract after the season.
Is Kuminga still under contract?
Kuminga, they're going to bring him back.
He don't have it.
Probably might. Gabe Vincent might have another year.
Wait, does he? He might
I'm
be
looking
out.
up right now. Don't worry. I'm looking up right
might
now.
not.
Atlanta Hawks salary sheet for next season. And
Zachary
Yak at 16, Nikhil, Corey Kispert again, like I mentioned, Richase, Buddy Hield still got one extra year, and then Asa Newell. Those are only guys with guaranteed contracts next season.
Jalen Johnson contract again?
I said Jalen Johnson. Yeah. So it's really about
how many of those guys do we think they bring it back?
of the people that are not guaranteed.
Right, like Kuminga ain't guaranteed, but he'll be back.
I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't back. I could see a sign and trade opportunity. Like if we wanted to get on Miles Turner, I think that the Milwaukee Bucks might be interested in like a Kuminga in that potential trade.
But then you would still be bringing somebody else on.
In exchange for him. Yeah. I think Atlanta's in a really good spot. They can go 7 different routes this offseason, and all of them could potentially make sense.
They also can get Mara.
They
They
could.
sit on damn Pelicans. Pelicans want to help them out
I like Mara over there.
Yeah,
in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
they could get Mara.
But y'all green lighting the Trey Jones trade to Atlanta?
No.
Damn.
I do like for the Bulls though.
Yeah, of course. We can
Yeah,
actually
you just get a pick it.
Because if I could package Corey Kispert in 23, why am I sending it to the Bulls?
Trey, do you remember Trey Jones' numbers?
he was.
Hey, that would be a great start for the Bulls front office. We just got a first round pick for Trey Jones.
Yeah.
The last one couldn't even get a first round pick for Caruso.
right.
But they got Giddey there. That's why.
Trey Jones averaged 14
true.
points per game, 5 assists, just 8 turnover, was third in the league at rim finishing for a guard. He shot 55% from the field.
Sound like the Suns gonna call y'all.
You got draft capital. We say yeah.
Nah, they don't give y'all something else.
What they got?
Royce O'Neal.
Oh my God. Pull
Royce
up in
O'Neal do
the
like
big body,
heroes.
man. The 76ers, my notes are blank. I tried.
It's nothing. It's like
I literally tried.
that job might stay vacant. The only thing you getting out of that job is fucking good seats. No disrespect, but it's very tough. What are you gonna do?
Well,
You got to be the dude to come
you
in.
did wrong, right?
Who, me?
You said the only thing you getting out that job is good seats to the game.
Honestly though, no disrespect when I say it. If you come into that job, like, what's the first fucking move you even thinking of making?
You apologize to the city for Jerry McCain. That wasn't me, but we gonna get back on track. Basically, what Bryson Graham did when he got to the. Hey, I apologize to the city.
So
man.
what's your first move
transactional move?
to get back on track?
You got to sell Paul George.
You do
somehow,
have
some
3
way.
tradable first round picks. I just don't
Do
know
you
if
want
there's
to trade
anything
them to
value.
trade those away?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if there's anything of value that's worth those 3 first.
You
right
finna
now.
be on the hot seat in your first week. Your first week, you got to be the guy to try to trade Joel Embiid, which is always gonna be hard. But then the city gonna be like, this motherfucker traded Joel.
You just got to trade for the further draft pick. That way they can never, it's like, you can't
Keep
fire
pushing
me
it down.
until you can see the results of what my draft pick was.
Shit.
You want to do a Julius Randle swap for Paul George? Like, that's the type of shit that's out there
The
for them right now.
Timberwolves not doing that shit, man.
What if it gives them extra picks to go get Giannis?
Oh, they doing that shit, man.
Yeah, well, they definitely would.
I just don't know. I just don't see the potential Paul George move, man. There was a rumor that we could see a Joel Embiid Sabonis swap. Did y'all see that rumor from like last week?
I did not. Absolutely the fuck not.
And I'm just like, I just don't even see that. But like, at least that would be funny.
Would you take on that contract?
You're getting in a hot seat your first week of the
Nah,
job with that. As much as I like Sabonis, you just can't do that to the city of Philadelphia.
Yeah, I
bro.
agree. I agree.
You cannot.
But there's nothing else really out there.
This is actually a good rebuild team for like a 2K video. But no, it won't be because they'll be good in sim. Joel Embiid to be.
Oh, he played 82 games.
Yeah,
in
he'll be a little
simulation?
bit more healthy.
Yeah.
Paul George will be healthy.
And then VJ's second year progression.
Yeah,
My
he's
goodness, he
gonna-
better make an all-star game.
Yup.
I'm thinking about doing. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say that because I don't want to fake put it into the air in case I don't want to do it.
I know I made that mistake. Like, I'm gonna do something with the net. We're not have gone back
I'm
to
not
the
gonna
Nets.
say it.
And that ain't my fault, y'all. 2K I'm 2K'd out with Mike's lead.
Would the Grizzlies take him on?
Tell you who?
Paul George.
What are they trading away?
Why would they do that when they got Cedric Howard and Jalen Wills they trying to develop?
I mean, they're not focused on Paul George. You're just taking the money and trying to get his like draft capital.
Just get the picks.
What are
They
they
got
giving
so
up?
much fucking draft capital already. Shit.
I'm trying to. Only people that really make money is like Ty Jerome.
I mean,
Scotty,
if we
KCP.
really, if you trying to just dump Paul George, it will
Yeah.
be teams interested in that.
Yeah,
If it's for draft picks,
yeah.
But if you're the 76ers is dumping Paul George that much.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
No.
I don't think it is
no,
either.
No. He
I'd
won.
rather just keep Paul George on the team.
He had some rough spots and everything, but the whole team did. And
I think he learned he won't fall into the trap that he fell into this season. He won't get, as far as like not getting suspended again.
yeah.
Like, I'd rather just keep him on the team to give up
Truth be
future
told, he
assets.
came back. It was better than he was than when he had left.
Yep.
Truth be told,
There might be a joke there that I won't make. Orlando Magic Okay, this is a trade that is not for me. This is not in my
It's
trade.
about to be some bullshit.
Maybe. I heard it and thought it was interesting enough to bring it to the show.
Okay. You will be held accountable for this,
Not my trade.
but you will be held accountable
Not my
for
trade.
it.
The Orlando Magic are sending out Franz Wagner and Jalen Suggs.
Oh, my fucking
And in
goodness.
return, they're getting Jamal Murray and Cam Johnson.
Shit, I'll do that motherfucker right now. Pause.
The idea behind it is that the Orlando Magic could use a guy like Jamal Murray, right, as a lead ball handler, and also a ridiculously talented player, and then the shooting that is Cam Johnson. And the Nuggets could use some of that defensive stuff that Jalen Suggs can provide. Franz Wagner cutting off for Jokic sounds kind of nuts.
Man.
Is there a world where both teams are interested in this trade?
Man, the Nuggets say, hell no. We finna get 12 games of Franz cutting.
I didn't think about
And
that. That was the
13
first
of
thing. I was
Jalen
like, the
Suggs.
injury.
And then we gonna be back to saying, man, Jokic should get MVP because he had to bring on fucking who
Them
they
games
back?
that Jalen Suggs do play, he gonna be good.
Who are they backup point guard?
Jalen Pickett.
Man, Jokic was out there with Jalen Pickett. He should get another MVP.
Potential lineup: Suggs, Brown, Wagner, Gordon, Jordan. Oh, Jordan, Jokic. Why the fuck I said Jordan? DeAndre Jordan come back. Magic have Jamal Murray, Desmond Bain, Cam Johnson, Paolo Banchero, Wendell Carter.
That Magic lineup sounds
It
nice.
sounds decent. It sounds decent for the Magic.
I think they lose some of the defense, but like
Who cares?
the offense might be powerful.
Their
Super
next
powerful.
coach not gonna care about defense.
Billy Donovan really do like some defense.
That's not gonna be their next coach.
We could get some of that defense up, but
No,
we
seriously, I know who their next coach
scoring
is.
90
Oh,
points
yeah?
a game.
Yeah. Their next coach is a guy that y'all familiar with,
Royal Ivy.
Mike D'Antoni. Y'all ain't see that?
How long has it been, Mike? 15 years?
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just
Shit,
joking.
Paolo finna be in that shooting 33s a game.
Yeah. Either that or you sit your ass in that corner. PJ Tucker.
So those are all the Eastern
Palo-
Conference eliminated
Palo
teams. I heard that on Bill's pod, by the way.
What?
That trade. I just
Sound like
broke.
some Bill Simmons
But
shit.
he said he didn't create it. He saw it somewhere else. So now we're just throwing the trade down to every audience. What do you think? What do you think? What do you
Without injury, if
Without injuries. Oh my gosh. You know
think?
the
it
trade-
would
Just
be
turn it
an
off.
even-
Just turn it
You
off.
know the
it would
trade
be an
bad,
even
man,
trade.
when you
Like,
do
I
that.
feel like both teams could be happy, but I think the games played definitely like you could. That's a big investment for Denver, and you don't even know how many games you getting out of those guys.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray is also a staple.
Yes.
I feel like if you trade him, man, you better go get Jaylen Brown or some shit.
I feel that.
All right. Denver Nuggets. Did
Didn't you just do Jaylen?
I just. Huh?
Didn't you just do the Nuggets?
That was the
Magic.
Magic, but I'm using the same trade as my name, by the way. I tried to find other like Jamal Murray potential trades. It's just hard to do. I haven't seen one online or one that I can mock up that makes sense to me.
Do you think? What's the odds that he gets traded this offseason?
17%.
Yeah, but I feel like that 17% comes from we got to do something. Where do we have value at?
I mean, I'm looking at it like now. Christian Brown's contract finally does start next season at $21 million. Big Val is guaranteed 10. I wonder if he's going to be a player that's like just leave the money on the table because he wanted to play overseas last season. But you also got Zignaji at 7. So they're it. I mean, can they aggregate? Are they a second April? No, they're a first April team.
So
Would you give up a 20? I mean, they have 26 this year. I'm sure you'd give that up to dump off a Val contract or Zignaji expiring. But would you go deeper than that? Would you give up a? Oh no, all of their picks are top. They only have the rights number 1 through 5 on all their picks going forward. Other than
Whatever.
31 and 33.
whatever trade they do, if it's not Jamal Murray, the Jamal Murray trade, it's got to be a small trade to save money because they just don't have many options right now. And I'm with you. I don't think they trade Jamal Murray.
I think it makes more sense that Cam Johnson does get salary dumped.
Yeah, I see that from a mile away.
Which is crazy because
I love the
like he
fit
fits so
at first.
perfect.
Yeah.
But I think it's more like we want Peyton Watson. We can't afford him unless.
Yeah.
So I would like if you want I don't know how the money will match, but if you want to send Cam Johnson to Chicago for pick 23, we would say yes to that. Right? That would be kind of crazy not to say yes to that. 1 year of Cam Johnson for pick 23, and y'all get off that money and we get an extra first.
It's not crazy.
It's not crazy. It's not the craziest thing in the world. Hell, you can even have Trey Jones. Now now you got a real backup point guard for Jamal Murray.
What about Booty Ball Pickett?
No comment. I think the most likely thing that they do is salary dump. I don't think there's a Christian Brown dump because he's still guaranteed $100 million. But I could definitely see them saying, "Hey, oh my God, Zeke Nnaji got a player option."
Oh, you know what my boy doing.
The easiest $7.4 million ever created.
What's the percentage where they kind of come back with a relatively same-ish team?
90.
If you ran this team, what would you be more inclined to do? Trading Jamal Murray or coming back with a more so similar team?
I think it would make more sense for us to come back with a similar team.
I think so too. That's why I appreciate the chatter just for the offseason buzz. But the Nuggets are one of those teams where I'm just not buying too much into it when I see the Jamal Murray mock-ups and stuff.
No, because I feel like defensively they had a terrible year. I'm trying to think of like some ways you could.
That Magic trade is also so terrible because those dudes make a lot of money. They make a lot of money. It ain't like you trading Jamal and you get some flexibility.
You really just building that team for that time.
That ain't. I think it's a god awful trade. I think the Magic hit a lick on a trade like that.
Would you go for Levine?
If I'm who?
The Nuggets.
Oh, I mean Cam Johnson gets to half the job done.
Christian Brown, but I don't know if you want to. I feel like there's some value lost with Christian Brown there just the youth.
Yeah.
Like a team would bite on Christian Brown. I know the contract's still kind of nasty.
I can't even speak on Zach LaVine.
I
didn't watch him play basketball.
If I traded for Zach LaVine, I think I would want to do a big-ass contract for his contract. I don't know if I want to give up 2 of my rotation pieces if I'm like the Nuggets because you're giving up, it'd be him, Tim Hardaway Jr.
And I think you are going away from that, like, you're still spending that money versus you saving some of that money for Peyton Watson.
Yeah.
So,
but also, I think to myself, the offense is not their problem. They've always been a great offensive team. So, like, I think that whatever we end up doing, if we are going to do something, is to improve our defense. And Zach LaVine's just not going to be able to do that. But I think that you could draw that trade pretty easily if Zach LaVine takes that $48 million player option.
Damn, that's 48 now?
My boy live good, boy.
He is.
Oh, no. Valanciunas can't be reacquired. Never mind.
Because they got him from there.
Yep. When does that expire, though? They can't be, you know what I'm saying? You just never have him?
Right, because he played the whole year.
Yeah. Yeah, they still cannot reacquire him this offseason. That's kind of nuts. Shout out to Spoelstra, because I would have never guessed that. But it's $48 million. Yeah, that's just a lot of fucking money, man.
It's a lot, bro.
It would cost you, like, if you don't want to get a Christian Brown, it would cost you Cam, Val, and Nnaji. But Val, again, like I said, Val can't go there, so you didn't need a third team to take on Val. And I don't think it.
Bulls will take on Val?
Bulls will definitely take on Val when we get back.
Second round pick.
That is the best thing about this offseason for me, Mike. Yeah. We got the most amount of money to do some bullshit. Just
no pun intended.
Send us all the bad contracts. Send them all. We'll take every single one of them.
You want Jake?
I would take. I mean, that's not even a bad contract. He barely making any money. But what you got? It's not just Jake. We need something attached to Jake to make it valuable for us.
We got. How about Jake and Bronny?
Bro, I just seen
Bronny. You see Bronny's golf swing?
Yes,
yeah, I did.
It was nice.
Pure.
Well, I seen somebody say, Bronny, just go pro in golf.
No, that motherfucker was vicious.
It was.
I haven't seen him play a full round, but if his swing that natural already, he could be dangerous by the time
he's been golfing for?
He's had it just a year.
Just a year?
He just picked it up when his dad picked it up.
What is he, 21?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he got to be young as shit.
If he keep playing for 5 more years, he can't go pro. But like as far as them celebrity circuits, he might fuck up a celebrity circuit.
Okay.
Him and Austin Reeves.
Zach LaVine reunion could be sneaky ploy to enhance Bulls rebuild. This from Pippen ain't easy.
I don't even want that from this. I just don't want that.
Zach LaVine is no stranger to the Chicago Bulls fans. LaVine's dubious 5-year, $215 maximum contract is also likely to be no stranger to Bulls fans. His 2025-26 NBA season came to a disappointing end when he had surgery to repair a tendon in his right pinky finger. LaVine's early offseason perhaps represented a welcome departure from an agonizing, damn, what a word to use for a sports franchise, an agonizing Sacramento Kings 2025-26 NBA season culminating in a 22-60 regular season win-loss record, as well as an opportunity to mute the noise on the perennial trade rumors that seem to have traveled with LaVine from Chicago to Sacramento. Bulls fans' familiarity with LaVine's contract should frame an intriguing hypothetical scenario for the Bulls rebuilding 2026 NBA offseason. Presuming LaVine's exercises the $48.9 million, which is really $49 million, player option, originally signed with the Bulls, there's an opportunity for the Bulls to engage the Kings in a trade negotiation to return LaVine to the Bulls, provided, of course, the deal also attaches draft capital to LaVine. How you feeling, KB? What should a LaVine reunion trade look like? The Kings
7.
own their first-round draft picks outright from 2027 to 2030, so the negotiations should start there. If the Kings value Josh Giddey's skills, age, and lower salary cap percentage, then the Bulls should explore that deal framework. Why bring Zach LaVine back, which is probably the thing you took your glasses off for, huh?
I admire the writer of that for the time they put to do that, but that is some bullshit.
The name of the game in a modern NBA rebuild is to acquire surplus draft capital.
I agree.
The Bulls should be in the hunt for a sweet spot trade spaced of perceived bad contracts that also have some element of a trade value rehab opportunity, creating two opportunities to collect draft capital on the same player.
But here's the problem. Why the fuck would Sacramento give up a future pick to get off an expiring? What are they going to do with that money?
But no, they also getting Josh Giddey.
I don't think that it makes me cool. Like they get a player.
They're about to draft the point guard right now.
I think they trying to be too clever. They was
Yeah.
like, you're going to get multiple draft picks from the same player.
Yeah, no.
But again, that's like a fan-sided. Pippen ain't easy. That's their job.
Right,
It's
exactly.
just, you know what
I mean, I have got a bunch of different texts over the last week about, the Bulls moving away from Josh Giddey this offseason. Not saying that it will happen, but some speculatory from people like, what could his value be to certain franchises? And I think it's just hard to gauge a value of his type of player because he's obviously really talented. He obviously can give you stretches like months at a time where it's like, here's 22, 9, and 9, which is cool. But a lot of the times the eye tests don't be matching what that production ends up being in the box score. But you also remind yourself he's 22 years old. So could that eventually catch up to itself when he's 23, 24, 25? I don't know the answer. People always do ask me, like, what do you think about Giddey as your lead guard? I always say, I don't fucking know. He's not good enough to make me feel like you should not go get a different guard if a different guard becomes available. But he's also not bad enough for me to feel like we need to just trade him for some bullshit. So
I'm still a huge Zach LaVine fan, man. I want to see him somewhere.
just tell him to decline that $49 million. And he could just be on the market.
Love me some Zach LaVine, man.
You remember when there was talks about him going to the Lakers with Anthony Davis and LeBron when we needed a little bit of scoring?
That shit would have been nice.
Man, he had to do
I
nothing
want
but
to
let it fly.
before his career over. I want to see my boy on one of those platforms.
It would be cool, too.
Even if he got to play out this year and then the next
you remember
contract.
it was rumored that the Pistons were interested in him before he got hurt 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that vividly. But yeah, like play out this contract, Zach. That's 49. Go get that for sure, for sure. My boy got mouths to feed. That boy a father of 3, I think now.
Yeah, he is. Yep. Shout out to the Levine family.
Go get that bread, Zach. But once that's over, Zach, get on that platform, bro, because they be playing with my boy name like he not, you know what I mean? And it's hard to argue because, yeah, he played for the Timberwolves, the Bulls, the Kings. Man.
Yeah, he definitely got a tough go
For real, bro.
He name all his
For
teams
real.
like
I want to
that.
see my boy on.
I feel like he wanted the definition of a 3-level score, man. Just like that boy will dunk the fuck out you. He could have a game where he get 10 threes on you.
Yeah.
He could have a game where he breaking you down with him.
One of the best first steps.
Like, bro, he got a lot of offense to that man game.
Shout out to our good friend Masai Russell. She was 0.02 seconds off setting a world record on the hurdles today. Shout out to her, man.
One of our best guests.
Yep. You know how hard that is to
Yeah.
be that close
Very
to
hard.
breaking a record
While hurdling.
while hurdling. All right, next thing we got the LA Lakers.
Let's stay where we was at.
Oh, yeah.
What's some platforms for Zach LaVine?
Numbers on the board is a great platform for Zach LaVine. Come on to the show, bro. Let's talk hoops. Let's
Playoff
talk not
pla-
hoops.
You know what? Actually, the Pistons. I think the Pistons would be a sexy look for him because they got a defensive infrastructure. You know what I mean? Don't put too much on my boy plate now, damn it. We said he's a 3-level scorer.
It's just the money just makes everything so difficult.
No. I'm talking
Talking
about
two.
Oh,
He talking
after
about-
that.
yeah,
after
just
that.
get your bag. You know
Little
what I mean?
mid-level move for Zach LaVine. You already made $200+ million in your career.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did I just make that number up? That sounds about right.
His contract was $215. He made probably $300 million.
Dude, that's man.
Yeah,
Hey
because
man,
before that he had what 4 years 80 or
Yeah.
5 years 100.
how old is Zach LaVine?
31. He's my age.
he's
We're the same age.
31.
I think I'm like 5 days older than him. You know, us March babies stick together. It's me, him, Gordon Hayward, Kyrie. I think Anthony Davis is a March baby. Maybe Shaq. I could be wrong, but it's somebody dominant. It's an all-time great. Me and Gordon Hayward talked about it on Teed Up. He was like, if we build a starting lineup of March babies, we do our thing.
And you're in that starting lineup.
No.
Okay.
No. I think Jason Tatum is a March guy.
Oh shit. Okay. It's me, Derrick Rose, Superboy. We all got the same birthday, October 4th.
I got the same birthday as CP3.
Hey, you legendary, my brother.
No, he's
feel
not.
Chet Holmgren's birthday is May 1st.
I'm just joking. I love CP. I seen CP and Dwayne Wade talking, and CP was saying they both were saying that they could have all played together, but they was butting heads on who was gonna wear number 3. That stopped the trade. Real shit. They was being so serious. Dwayne Wade was like, bro, tell them what happened. What you remember about that phone call? We had a whole conversation about who gonna handle the ball. I'm telling CP3 I could play off the ball. We gonna let you do you. And Dwayne Wade was like, CP was like, what you talking about when we couldn't figure out who was gonna wear 3? He was like, exactly. People be thinking I'm lying. That ruined the whole. We got all the big shit out the way. And CP3 was like, yeah, what about gonna be CP6? That ain't gonna work. And I'm like, that shit.
Who do y'all think that if they did happen, who deserves 3 more?
Dwayne Wade, just because it's his team.
Okay, hypothetically, they team up somewhere else where it's not anybody.
Fucking Chris Paul.
Yeah, right.
If you go to the Clippers, I feel like whoever team it is who sets the tone, unless you are a below player. No disrespect, but like when Max Strus went to the Cavs, James Harden, I want number 1, bro. Let me get that. And then as a vet like James Harden, who I made a gazillion dollars, you hit your young boy off for that number. But like,
What y'all selling y'all number for? Are y'all attached to y'all numbers? What is your? I don't even know what your number would be. 20?
I don't have no number.
What did you wear in high school?
I wear 24 and 32.
What number did you wear? 11?
11 and 13. 13 freshman year, 11 sophomore year, or 10 sophomore year. 10 sophomore
I wore 10 and I wore 23. And in my freshman year, don't count. They gave me the biggest jersey. I was 52.
I think Derrick was 55. It's
Yeah.
big as shit.
I feel like I don't have no attachment to no numbers. You can make the number look good.
I love the number 11.
I'm attached to 13. Always.
I love 11. My dad and brother do 12.
You done won twice over.
That's exactly why. No real shit. I'm the one twice. I'm the one twice over. I'm the new 11. And if I die, I'm gonna do it rapid. I never do a second. I swear, girls be eyeing me all hard, riding the same car. All right.
Me and Sue Bird. Also October, baby.
I got Jonas Valanciunas and Ryan Anderson got the same birthday as me.
Your team fucking sucks.
But I got Chris Paul though.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, no, you got a legendary team over that boy.
Chris Paul played with Ryan Anderson. There's some familiarity there. For real.
LA Lakers, Mike.
Oh shit. We should have started with them first. We finna be here for an hour. They be attached in every rumor, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have shit. That's the part that sucks for me.
Yeah. Because the name that I got is a name we have kind of already been attached to for a wing, at least for Andrew Wiggins. Still think what he can do he still feels like one of the perfect fits alongside what we kind of need. A dude that can score, but also like the gritty defensive dude too.
Which is who?
Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, hell yeah.
Andrew Wiggins. Because I was debating in my head, like, is it easier to go out and find a big man for this team, or would you it's probably easier to find a wing for this team? It's a bunch of 3-and-D, but I think that there's a lot of options for a center, but you kind of do need like a niche center that fits Luka.
They need that. They need to nail that wing pick though. And what happens with Rui if you get a Wiggins?
Who's better in 2025?
Wiggins or Rui?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, we seen Rui more recently, but there was times in the season when I seen Andrew Wiggins, I was like, yeah, bro. Andrew Wiggins is he liked that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Well, the only problem with Rui, because he had a really good, he had an underrated season. He is not like a priority in the offense. And I don't think Andrew Wiggins does that either. Maybe Andrew Wiggins is just a little bit more talented offensively to just get his on his own. But there's times where Rui just didn't shoot the ball as much because he's not he's not demanding the ball from Luka or LeBron or Austin Reeves. He kind of gets it as he can.
Truly a tough offseason for the Lakers. Like, as I was trying to put myself in Pelinka's seat, because you know what you want to do with Reeves, you know what you want to do with LeBron. I think you know what you want to do. And it's like, okay, what next? It's like, fuck, it's just hard to figure out.
It's the wing spot and the center spot. What are you gonna do with it? Like,
one of our Fan Friday questions was that actually that we didn't get to. Which one, if you can only pick one or the other for the Lakers, the wing or the center, which one should they prioritize?
I would go
I'm
center.
going center.
Yeah, I think
I would
so
go
too.
center. I think the wing could be a little bit like. I've seen Luka turn up some of the centers that we just like didn't even really think about could be an option for a championship run, like Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively. Man, if we got somebody, even if we got Daniel Gafford back, or
Yeah,
like
I'm
if
trying to figure out who that sneaky guy could be. Just like he the
Robert
he the
Williams.
ninth man somewhere.
I
Robert
know his
Williams.
health issues is always in question, but I really like Robert Williams with that Lakers team.
What about Ijax?
I wouldn't mind Ajax.
He
He is just a little bit small
Achilles
though, so
injury
it's
he's
like
coming off of, right?
Yeah.
he's just a little bit small, so it's like very similar to Jackson Hayes, where it's like 6'8", 6'9" dude.
Jackson 6'8".
No.
Even if he's 6'10", he's just got a small frame, so he could get kind of pushed out the way. And but like we need DeAndre Ayton body type. Like we need a big dude.
Sound like you need DeAndre Ayton.
Well, we need DeAndre Ayton body type. We don't need DeAndre
My boy
Ayton
started
motor.
stuttering.
Jackson Hayes is listed as a true 7-footer.
I don't feel like it.
Sideshow Jax is his nickname on Basketball Reference.
You late as hell, KB.
Never heard it before.
I think this is Instagram name too.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Because you don't know who Sideshow Bob is, right?
I have no idea who Sideshow Bob is, as I'm wearing a literal Simpsons tee today. It's literally a Simpsons t-shirt I'm wearing.
That's hilarious.
All right, next one we got. Oh, you know what's funny? You know that I got this from the vintage shop near our house, P, that's in the cut. And I went in there the other day. Why I see 6 shirts that I donated to Goodwill in there.
That's funny.
And I was just like, I was explaining to him, like, yeah, that shirt, these are my shirts that I just didn't want anymore. He was like, that's crazy. Some dude sold me all of them at the same time. And I thought that he had just had like this bulk of fucking, and the dude must have just went to the Goodwill that I went to the next day and found all of this shit and sold it back to our boy. And my boy had one of them shirts up for $90. I'm like, shit, should I not be donating clothes no more?
I worked at Goodwill. I don't think them clothes, unless they was premium clothes, which, I mean, they just sell. They usually just sit in a bin until, like, it's first come, first serve, unless that shit is literally, like, you could price it right out the door.
How long did you work at Goodwill?
I worked there for probably about 2 years.
This before we started the pod?
No, this is during the pod. This is during the pod.
Yep.
This is during the pod. I remember telling my manager I had a podcast. And this is also during the time the finals was going on and I had work. And I keep telling y'all my manager, I told her that the Cavs did it. They came back. Kyrie hit the shot. He said, I hate LeBron.
Yeah.
Because of that interview where he said, y'all got to go back to y'all regular lives.
Yeah.
Shit, that's what made me love him again. The human mind. One thing can have 2 different sides.
So that's it on Lakers. Cool. Next thing we got is
Lakers need Tayshaun Prince. What if we
he
could
out
do
there
that?
somewhere?
What if we could do that like 2K? Everybody go back and get a retro role player.
You think in 20 years people will be like, I'm gonna go get Alex Caruso.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What you think? Yeah, when this current 2K team, you know how they go back and get the legendary teams. What do y'all think 2K is gonna have Alex Caruso overall last in 20 years when they go back to like the 20?
It's going to be like a.
Because they inflate all of that shit.
It's going to be like an
84.
80 something between 85 between 90.
I
It's
say
gonna be
84.
turned. Because his defense is
The
gonna
only
be,
reason
he's going to have the
defensive
best
backs.
defense in the
The
league.
only reason I say it's going to be 84 because Shea is going to be like a 97, 98.
Shaq might be in the 90s
Yeah,
too.
Chet will be like a 91, 92. J-Dub will be a 90 just because he's injured right now. The championship team, shit, J-Dub probably a 93.
I think I told you, Pete, when I was watching Tiger play one of his like 1v1 series or whatever, and they had the all-time OKC teams. But they had Shea starting. They had Shea starting out there.
Who was off the bench?
I think it was like
Probably Harden, right?
It's like Russell, Ray Allen. And he might have started Russell. But it's just like, bro, they got people on the team right now that's on that. They had Chet on that all-time team.
He should be, though.
It's like, bro, that team is so ridiculous.
Because do they count? Oh, you said Ray Allen. So
Ray
they do
Allen was
count
on the
Seattle.
team.
So
Yeah.
Sean Kemp and Gary Payton are there
Yep,
too.
Gary Payton was on there too. It's like,
Yeah, because if my
I
starting,
think even without the Sonics, the
They still
OKC
loaded.
team is loaded.
because you go,
you got KD
you
and
go
Jackson.
KD, Chet, Shea, Russ, Harden.
You still got Paul George off the
Paul
bench.
George.
Serge Ibaka's going to have an elevated overall because of his defense.
J-Dub.
Yeah, he was actually kind of crazy.
You can sneak Jeff Green in there.
Yeah. K. Perk might be picked like the 16th man on the roster, but you got to. No, sorry. Nick Collison got to be on the all-time team.
He do.
Got to be.
He do.
Daquan Cook, Eric Maynard.
Eric Maynard, shout out to Coach. Next team we got is going to be the Rockets. Houston Rockets. I got a very fictional trade.
Does it involve Giannis?
No,
Thank you.
but it involves another superstar player.
Jaylen Brown.
Kawhi Leonard. What do
Okay.
y'all think the true value of Kawhi Leonard could potentially be? The trade that I have drew up, and there's multiple of them, so y'all tell me which one fits more for both teams. Jabari Smith Jr., who will be starting his extension next season at $23 million. Dorian Finney-Smith got an extra year left. Steven Adams off the injury. They got a plethora of picks, including a 2027 for Phoenix.
Okay.
Maybe you feel like Phoenix won't have the same season. They have a 2029 from Dallas.
Won't matter, though.
With the flat odds, may not matter. May not make it. Could be the first overall pick next year.
Yep.
So what do y'all think about that before I get into trade option number 2?
I do like that. I think Kawhi is one of those guys where he has some of the highest ceilings that you can for, like, if I'm going for a superstar. But I also don't think his value should be that crazy. I think that the Clippers, future-wise, I don't know how, like, they're going to probably try to sell high on them as much as they can, but
That'd be a nice, young, little, fun Clippers team, though. You'd have, like, Darius Garland,
Jabari.
Keaton Wagler, Jabari, Yannick, Kobe Sanders,
Well, option number 2 gets him an extra young player instead of an extra first-round pick.
which is Reed Shepard.
It's Jabari, it's Dorian Finney-Smith, it's Reed, and it's now Houston's 2027. So basically, pick 20 through 30 instead.
Give me Tari Eason, bro. I got
Want some sign and trade,
I
Tari
got
Eason?
Darius Garland. I'm about to draft a guard, whether it's Keaton or Mikael Brown.
Yeah. I honestly wouldn't be mad at just keeping that pick either. It's like, well, if I'm the Rockets, I'd rather give you the pick than give up Reed Shepard too. And that, like, I still want to keep some of my youth. I think we just damn near learned that we just can't trade for a superstar player and think everything's gonna work out. I don't want to give up all my future.
My boy NBA Trade Alerts also did a trade where the Rockets got Kyrie Irving and they traded Reed Shepard, Dorian Finney-Smith, Steven Adams in the 2028 first.
Reed Shep and Dorian Finney-Smith for Kyrie Irving.
I wouldn't mind it.
They
too.
have a young players and draft picks. Because, like, we ain't even mentioned that Brooklyn pick, one of the super valuable potential picks that they have next season, to swap with Brooklyn. That, like, if you're going to swing, that's one of the biggest assets you could potentially throw together.
I also kind of like it.
That's a really good pick. You know why? Brooklyn's mindset is we don't own that pick, so we have every reason to compete. And now with the flat odds, you
Yeah.
need them to compete because the bottom 3.
Yeah. They're going to be the 7th worst team. Like, yep, we got great odds. We got great odds.
Could Reed Shepard be, and this is if they made that trade with the Mavericks and they brought in Reed Shepard for Kyrie, could he kind of be like the perfect fit alongside of Cooper because he can play like the combo guard, but he still possesses like some of the guard skills, but he's also looking to be a shooter and play off the ball of a Cooper Flag? Or
Yeah,
maybe an AJ DeBonce if they get him.
I would like what'd you say about AJ DeBonza?
Yeah, why did you say AJ?
I don't know. I don't know.
They got pick 9 this year, but maybe he falls. I don't know. You don't know the future. You forgot the lottery happened?
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
But no, I would like that, Mike.
I didn't even realize you said AJ DeBon, so that would have just went under the rug.
overlaid. Yeah, that was goofy. That was a brain fart.
I would like him there. I think, yeah. It also, I think, hopefully will put him in a spot where, like, I don't know. Houston
Would you
got
rather draft a point guard there, or would you kind of trade for a point guard?
You talking about Dallas?
Yeah.
I
Because, I mean, he could be a
think I'd
guard there
rather
for now.
draft one.
But I don't know if we would have. I'm saying we, but I don't know. I don't know if they would. Who would be there? LeBaron Philon?
Let me look at the newest mock draft from somebody give me a publication.
NBA draft room.
NBA draft room. Cool.
There's
Holy shit. All right, NBA draft room. We said pick number 9, right? Philon is sitting there at pick number 9.
Who
that's
did they take?
actually who they took in
Okay.
this mock draft. But who else? I feel like we're forgetting about somebody.
I'm just going off maybe Keaton Wagler being picked.
Yep.
Mikael Brown Jr. And then probably Darius Acuff.
Kingston Flemings.
Some of these comps.
But
are
if
interesting.
Mara goes to the Hawks, one of those guys
One of
would
them
be
guards
there.
falls.
Because hypothetically, let's say Keaton Wagler goes to the Clippers, A-Cup goes to the Nets, Kingston Flemings goes to the Kings, Mara to the Rockets. You might still have a Michael Brown. Or even if it ain't Michael Brown, you might have one of those guys there.
They got Michael going number 6 in this draft right now.
My boy Corey Tulliver said he had him going 5.
Really?
And I think that's my favorite player in this draft. So
Yeah.
I was cheesing on that.
You got 6'7" wingspan. I didn't realize that.
I think ISO was just saying he wouldn't mind Mikhail at 5.
How do you
Oh,
feel
wow.
about Flemings after he's little as shit? He basically Colin Gillespie size.
Yeah, it sucks, but
He basically just 20 pounds heavier Trae Young in measurements.
he gives you a lot more defensively than Trae Young, though. I'll tell you that. I also think Kingston Flemings is going to be the one that's kind of like the consolation prize. No disrespect to him, he's still very good, but like I never looked at him as going 5th.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
fair.
I like his mindset too. Somebody's asking like, could the Bulls somehow jump up and like package stuff together to get him? Like, I don't think we got anything valuable enough to move up into the top tier outside of pick 4.
Mm-hmm.
So
And if they would they be doing that to get a guard?
that's what I think it goes back to that conversation about Josh Giddey. That's what they were saying. Can we package Josh Giddey in 15 to go get a guard in his draft? I'm like, I mean, maybe, but like, who there's
But why? Yeah, like
is
if
gonna
I'm
do that?
drafting a guard, if I have the opportunity to draft a guard, I'm not going to go get Josh Giddey. I'd rather just like kind of go off the, especially if I'm getting a top 10 guard. Oh,
Yeah, it's a weird spot. All right, next team we have, a few more to go, is the Wolves, the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I wouldn't be minding seeing them going to get Giannis.
I've tried it so much, P, to figure out how you get true value to Milwaukee. It's just hard, man.
They need that guy next to Ant, whether
agree.
it's some type of caliber of a guy.
Like I would take the Miami original package more than anything Minnesota can put together.
Right, 'cause
and the Miami
Julius
package is
Randle-
not crazy good.
Julius Randle, your centerpiece of that.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, the one I got is Julius Randle being the centerpiece of a Kyrie Irving trade.
I'm with that too. I'm with Kyrie going to somewhere like Minnesota.
Unfortunately, it would cost them also Dante DiVincenzo while he rehabs, but Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo,
You wouldn't have Dante anyway.
Yeah.
Like you said, he rehabbing.
and draft capital to go get Kyrie.
you still like the Ja idea of that backcourt?
If it's not going to cost us more than Julius Randle, sure. But I don't.
It had to be last resort.
I agree.
I-
I don't love it that much.
I view it that way too. Like if we strike out on all these other things, then we might have to look at it.
Anything else from Minnesota? Because I feel like in order to get Giannis, they keep talking about how their core is going to be Ant, McDaniels, Reed, Berenger. I don't think you can get Giannis without throwing in Jaden McDaniels as a part of the package if he's going to a third team or whatever. Because he's the one true valuable piece that you could potentially put out there. So you can't have, I don't think you can have your cake and eat it too. You'd have to sacrifice Jaden McDaniels at the minimum. And I still don't think that's going to be enough to go get Giannis.
Y'all think what teams would be interested in Rudy?
I tried this too, but I think that Mara's going to end up at 8. I did think about the Atlanta Hawks. I thought about the Charlotte Hornets, but I think they probably feel pretty okay with the things they're building over there with that front court.
I feel like that might be just too expensive for that center spot for them.
Yeah. There was another place I was thinking of too, and I can't remember off the top of
Man,
my head.
Golden State, pick up the phone, man. I just want to see Golden State have a center one time.
I thought you were talking about Draymond Green and him boxing without people watching this time
I
around.
forgot about that. I can't keep up with all this beef shit.
Draymond and beef with everybody.
They can't get Sabonis. They got to trade Poole. Him and CPU gonna get along, and I can't keep up with all that.
I'm trying to think of who else.
Draymond also don't be on that type of time though. I don't think Draymond ever was like stopping trades.
Except for the Larry Marketing one.
That had nothing to do about.
Yeah, he don't hate Larry Marketing. He just didn't think that it was going to be worth it. And then Larry Marketing turned into an all-star. Very next season. Yeah, as far as, Orlando Magic, they already hell expensive. There's no you can really do that. Unless you're saying Suggs for Rudy Gobert swap. I don't think that makes sense.
I thought about Boston, but I don't know how much money would they invest into Rudy?
Nah, I don't think so. It would cost them Derek White.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like fans would be happy about that. Lakers?
No.
Y'all want to see a star next to Anthony Edwards? Let him be
That's a
Bron.
lot of money to pay our center. It's a lot of money.
Who been y'all the biggest Achilles heel in the last 5 years?
All right.
Jokic is the answer. Who
Yeah.
just stopped Jokic in the 7?
I feel
Rudy did.
I feel like Denver's on their way down already. You know what I'm saying? They
Oh,
they
okay.
feel like they damn near about to implode.
Okay.
You just talk about trading Jamal Murray for
Nothing.
who you say?
It was Franz and Suggs.
Yeah, Franz and Jalen Suggs. Like, I think we'll be all right. We might be able to wait them out right now.
All right. Next team we got is the Blazers. I tried to figure out something Jeremy Grant related because he's the biggest contract you have. You have so many future picks. But it's like, Jaylen Brown would literally need to request a trade in order to build a trade that makes sense around Jaylen Brown. And it would also cost you more because Jaylen Brown's making $50, $60 million next season. I thought about just straight up trying to get Giannis since you have all of their future picks. That don't make sense to me either.
Here go another mock trade from my boy, NBA Trade Alerts. Jaylen Brown goes to Houston. Giannis goes to Celtics. The Bucks get Alpi, Jabari, Dorian Finney. 2027 Brooklyn first, 2027 Boston first, 2031 Boston, 2033 Boston. So they get 1, 2, 3, 4 picks, Alpi, Jabari, and Dorian Finney-Smith.
That's not a bad haul. It's really not.
Interesting. It's interesting for sure.
And I always like where theoretically every team can walk out happy. Like, if you said the Bucks get, or not the Bucks, you said the Celtics get Giannis.
Yep. And then he had the projected lineup of the Rockets looking like Fred, Amin, Brown, KD, and he had them sign Robert Williams.
Would you trade? Here's a question. Knowing that going back to Portland, knowing that Portland has, I don't know if I'm going to use the word log jam, but let's just say a lot of guards.
No, they do. Because I was looking at trades where like who would who would look at Shaedon Sharp? Like what value could you get for Shaedon Sharp?
Would you trade Shaedon Sharp and Jeremy Grant for Anthony Davis today? Anthony Davis, Donovan Clingan, Denny, Damian Lillard,
say the trade again.
Jeremy Grant and Shaedon Sharp for Anthony Davis.
Why the fuck would the Wizards want to do that, KB?
In the case that Anthony Davis basically just said, I still don't want to be here.
I like Anthony Davis.
Now they got a log jam.
Yeah, he had a log jam too, yeah.
I liked Anthony Davis going to the Blazers when he was with the Mavericks and they were kind of exploring trade. Just because I like that.
Same.
I like fake remember Damian Lillard posted something on Instagram where AD was in a Blazers jersey. Y'all remember that?
No, I don't.
Maybe hold on, let me maybe I made that up. Hold on.
NBA Trade Alerts just
We don't
dropped
got D
something.
Mills here to add.
Right, he know everything that happened.
He just dropped something Laker related.
Who?
NBA Trade Alerts. He said roster retool. Lakers got Luka, Austin Reeves, Peyton Watson, LeBron, and their center is iHeart.
How we made that happen, man?
The bench is
what
Marcus
the
Smart.
fuck?
How we made
What y'all
we got
turn off
Peyton Watson
salaries?
and Isaiah Hartenstein?
The bench is Marcus Smart, Gary Trent, Matisse Thybulle, Marvin Bagley, and Jackson Hayes.
Oh, we just got to make
So
it,
here go the
man.
mock trades. He got one where Jared Vanderbilt, Zeke Naji, a 2028 LA swap, and a 2032 LA second goes to the Bulls. The Lakers get Peyton Watson via sign and trade. The Nuggets get Jake LaRavia and a 2031 first. And the Charlotte Hornets get Dalton Connect. The roster moves. They re-sign
Trying to
Marcus.
get Dalton.
They re-sign Marcus Smart. They re-sign LeBron James. They re-sign Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves get $150 for 4 years. Bronze get $30 million, and Marcus Smart gets the room exception, $19 million. Then they also sign Matisse Thybulle to a 2-year minimum. They get Isaiah Hartenstein for 4 years, $100 million.
This shit's so 2K.
Yeah,
For real,
There's
for
so
real,
much going on.
for real. And then they sign Gary Trent, and then they draft Dylan Swain. I don't know how they do that.
That would be so heartbreaking if I'm the Nuggets and we lose Peyton Watson, he go to the Lakers.
And you get Jake LaRavia, but you get their 2031 first too though.
Yeah,
Yeah, Luka's on the team.
yeah, they'll be. I still don't know how all this shit's gonna end up with all these future picks, and when they do all these draft changes.
Well, that's a
and stuff like
dream
that.
I
scenario.
guess I did make that up, by the way. I have no idea why I said that. I swear I feel like I saw Damian Lillard, like this had to be years ago, Damian Lillard posting about, I don't know, I guess it don't matter. Oh, it was Kevin Durant. I'm sorry. That's what I'm thinking about. It was Kevin Durant.
This Lakers team winning a championship right here, boy. He maybe finna go load up the game.
Well, we got iHeart. We went from somebody who we just don't know if he gonna work
Yes, I
hard
remember
tonight.
that, yeah.
So we know he working hard every day. He working hard in the locker room. soon as he work in, he trying to get people going.
I saw a fake little, not fake, I'm sorry. I saw a report that the Wizards ain't trying to trade Anthony Davis until next year anyway. They want to see him
I
play.
think all them talks just because Anthony Davis keeps saying like,
For sure. He basically said, I don't want to be here.
Could that same package, Jeremy Grant, Shaden Sharp, and draft picks be enough to get Kawhi?
Yeah. Shaden Sharp.
Jeremy Grant. And you say how many draft picks?
I ain't got that far. 2, let's say. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it works.
Could be. I just don't know how much the Clippers value Kawhi's long term. Well, can't be that much because they ain't re-signed him.
All right, last team we got is the Phoenix Suns.
It's another tough team too.
I basically just came with the fake mock that I said last week, the Randall Jalen Green swap. That's all I got for them.
Where they lineup would now have what?
Because I think their most value that they can pull together is getting really good players that value is super duper low. And I kind of feel like that's where Julius Randle is right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know who else kind of fits that this offseason.
I'm trying to think of players that kind of fit that same mold too, because I think them and maybe like the Heat feel like they're in the same boat where it's like we just got to get some talent in the door.
I wouldn't be, yeah.
Was that it?
That's it, man.
Let me go through teams just to make sure we did all of those because we ain't do Knicks and Cavs because they still in it. They still in it. I was ready to bring some Evan Mobley trades to the table though. We're gonna have to wait on that.
No, the Donovan Mitchell trade's gonna hit.
All right, that's all we got. NBA related.
What would you finna say about yesterday, P?
Oh no. One last question. This is
Yeah.
not NBA related, but it's a bigger, more TikTok-y. For $1 billion. This is from Highlight Reel ASMR on TikTok. For $1 million, you have 100 tries to do this thing. Which one do you think you have the highest chance of doing? 100 chances to block Myles Garrett from getting to a quarterback.
Okay.
100 chances to finish at the rim when only Victor Wembanyama down there. And 100 chances to get a hit off Paul Skeens for $1 billion.
Wemby. I'm not hitting Paul Skeens. I'm not staying in front of Myles Garrett. I can do some fluky shit.
You could do like them high ass Steph Curry
Yeah.
One of
floater.
them gotta go in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do some. My chances are more in me being able to pull some fluky, lucky shit off.
Miles,
I'm
I
not
feel like I'm
luckily
finna be in
hitting
a damn
that bad-
hospital
that- Yeah, I
trying
don't
to
know if
block Myles Garrett.
number 2 on Myles Garrett, you know?
Number 1, I'm done.
And
He
Skeens
getting
is
more
just
resistance.
impossible.
He getting more resistance from the machine, the little practice machine.
Yeah.
You know what? All I do is got to look like I got a chance against Myles Garrett. You know he got some tricks up his sleeve in case he need to do something crazy. So
I think
I
the
ain't messing with
answer
Myles
is,
Garrett.
even though Wembanyama's ridiculous, basketball is can be such a luck-oriented thing. There is no luck to stop Myles Garrett. Either you can or you can't. You can say there's luck in baseball, but Paul Skeens is throwing like 101 when he really wants to.
Yep.
We was at the batting cages at 70, felt like 200.
I don't even trust my
55 was.
I be having trouble hitting 1-on-1 in the game.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a fact. So yeah, I think it is Wembanyama. You just
Reverse
throw that bitch
layup.
all
I
the
did
way
just
up.
see Jeremy Kane put with me in the basket.
Jeremy Kane's strong as shit though.
I got a little body to me
I think
too.
Kingston Fleming and Jeremy Kane also have similar heights and wingspans. But
How tall
Jeremy Kane is stocky though.
Jeremy Kane got like 30, 40 pounds.
How tall do they have Jeremy Kane as?
Probably
6'3".
6'2".
6'2 and a half is what he was with no shoes on at the combine a couple years ago. And then wingspan was Desmond Bain shit.
But that really don't matter, apparently.
That's why he shoot well though.
He shot 2 for 8 last night.
Don't matter.
He shot 2 for 10.
Oh, something like that.
All right, now we can get to what y'all was talking about.
Yeah, what happened in that game? Who you all
We played
lose to?
against the number 1 team, but Kevin Kool-Aid didn't play.
Ooh.
Momentum didn't play. And a point guard didn't play.
I heard.
They was down
'cause
3 starters?
Yeah, I heard Josh out of town or he's gone for the
And
weekend.
we
or
lost both games still.
Damn, what the fuck they building over there?
Nothing. It was us.
Uh,
I told the is, bro. ISO and T-Wop can hoop, but they do too much, bro.
Bro, we was talking about that team last night because I think they put their starters up, and we also knew that Josh was out. And we was like, bro, that team sound awful.
They were.
That team sound bad.
We just as bad in my opinion. We got talent, but like the way we play, I don't know how to do. I don't know how they sit there and play that way. I don't say nothing because it ain't my team. I'm gonna just do whatever is asked for me. I got traded there.
Yeah.
But that shit be stupid. They just dribbling. I'm like, bro, y'all fucking them up. Just go get the bucket. They steady snatch back, bringing them back. Like, bro, go
I
get.
think that was one of my biggest pet peeves in 2K is people that over dribble the damn ball, bro. They be having 4 fast shot attempts in possession.
So many reads be missed because they so programmed to want to call everything out, bro. And it's like the whole team robotic. And I just, like, we be turning the ball over because a motherfucker be like, all right, hey, Mike, when I cross half, you're going to cut. Just because you doing that don't mean I have to pass it because it might not be there. Our team is going to pass it regardless because, like, they were told to do that.
Yeah.
And sometimes the shit works.
Sometimes you got to go out trust. I think yesterday we was playing a game, and I think the other team was getting back, but one of our guys was like, man, I'm over, just hit X. And one of our guys said, I'm going to just trust you. I'm just hit X. I'm like, bro, why don't you just look at the court for a second? Like, just, maybe it's not covered. Somebody else is open.
That's what I was telling my guy Astro, because we didn't have Anthony, who usually is guarding the pick and roll with me, and he's premeditating or predetermining what he's going to do. And I'm like, stop doing that, bro. Like, we switching it? No, we're going to play off of it and just be basketball players for a second. But it's like, I'm going to just show. No, you're not going to show. No, you're not just going to show. Because if I get killed on the screen and you're trying to get back to the center, you finna let the point guard just step into three? No, you're not going to show. We didn't take the team serious. I can admit to that. And ISO also let Devin get in his ass. I told him.
Ooh, not Devin now.
I told him straight up. I'm like, Devin cooked you.
What was Devin playing?
His shooting guard.
Okay.
I'm like, Devin cooked you. He like, Devin ain't had a ball. I'm like, I'm going off of Devin's standard. Obviously, I'm not finna sit here in front like Devin was ISO on my boy or, working him out like that. Yeah. But however Devin get it, he got it. You know what I'm saying? We all talk shit to Devin.
Man, that was a prime opportunity too, because that team is undefeated on the season. You just gotta hand them like a
for sure. We all talk shit to Devin, but shit, Devin had I think like 44, 45 points in both games combined. He had 20 in both games. He made his shot. ISO kept helping off of him when
was
he didn't
Devin
need
in the
to.
G last year?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Good come up, Devin.
So yeah, we lost to a team that didn't have 3 starters that we easily could have beat. But we also played Justo in them, and we beat them, but those games was too close for my liking. And so I don't know what's up with our team.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with our team.
I heard Justo was the team that I talked about earlier where he was like, quote unquote, tanking, like he rebuilding. They said they've been pretty solid. Like they've been showing a little stuff.
Yeah, bro, that should be.
I think the finals is next week.
Our
too,
shot selection be terrible.
Leave out. Where we going?
I got some things I got planned. I ain't tell y'all yet.
Oh, so we're going to do more two-man weaves? Or giving goals? You got somewhere to go?
Or
would Derry be back by then?
If he ain't going to be here, I ain't showing up.
Damn.
So
Welcome back to Numbers on the Board, a.k.a. Small Ball.
D-Mill's got a few solo shows.
Oh, yeah. Let's put D-Mills to work. Hell, yeah. Let's let D-Mills do a show. How long does the D-Mills show go before he's just like, all right, thank y'all so much?
I think it's 10 minutes of basketball, 5 minutes of basketball talk, 40 minutes of nothing.
I do want to see, I mean, obviously we would never put that on the channel, but I do want to see both of y'all work as a soloist once. Mm-hmm. Like, how long do you think you got? If based on today,
they're going almost to death.
You got the conference finals. You think you could curate a full show of an hour plus?
Just myself?
Just yourself?
I probably could. Would it be good? Probably not at all. I'm not the best at like holding a conversation, but I am really good at like back and forth, if that makes sense. But I can't just hold a conversation with myself for 45 minutes.
Yeah, solo show's tough, man. It really is a tough gig. And it's not gonna be for everybody. Hell, I do it every week, and I still be like, I don't know if I really want to do this shit. Mm-hmm. And like it fails in comparison to this show because the banter and all of that is 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Or like you try to make a little jokey joke on a solo show and you just hope to yourself, I hope somebody listening laugh at that. Like instead of having somebody in real time laugh at it. Or don't laugh at it and you know that the joke was bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit D Mills up, say, hey bro, you got a lot of work coming once you get back, man. These files is on your desk.
Some homework.
You gotta do this whole packet.
Man.
Y'all gonna be in the playoffs, Mike?
Yeah. Like yesterday we guaranteed our playoff spot with our win. Which is we like 8-8. So
You don't understand, man. I had to damn near apologize to my team. I'm so 2K'd out.
but I feel that though. And it's not, I think the games are fun. It's just like, I ain't trying to run all damn day. I'll give it a game or two. We'll be ready when the games start.
I just don't have it in me, man. I don't have it in me. Like, if there's a next season that we do after this season, I'm gonna have to tell whoever get me, like, caution. I'm gonna be there for some stretches, but I might be on some Kawhi load management too. But I'm damn sure not gonna be an owner. Like at early portion of the season, when I was finna get traded, I was like, you know what, it's fine. I'll just request a trade and do whatever because I'm probably gonna be an owner anyway. Nope, I don't think I'm doing it. I had my team mocked up and I got the logos.
Yeah.
I had everything mocked up for my team on a low ski. I ain't got it in me to be that committed to the game no more, bro.
We're potentially, and it's up in the area and like nothing is set in stone. When we do add the two teams next season, we are thinking about just doing full redraft. Change it up again. Or like, since we all really feel like, I think 8 teams could be a staple. Even if we didn't add to 10, I feel like 8 is like a good amount of teams to have. So doing a full redraft with 8 wouldn't be crazy to do.
Yeah, how y'all feel about GTA release date?
When's the date?
November 19th.
That shit gotta come out for me to believe it.
Facts.
I need to see people streaming it.
They said that you might have to fill up your car with gas.
I'm not buying that shit.
They said you might have to think about how you doing a high-speed chase or you robbing a bank. Can't do that shit with a quarter tank of gas.
That's funny.
And they said they taxing $6 a gallon.
They just dropped this big intel piece. I'm trying to see if there's anything worth talking about. It don't seem like there is. Coaching searches.
Rest in peace to Kyle Busch, by the way.
R.I.P. Kyle Busch.
Rest in peace.
Y'all still listen to Drake album, huh?
Nope.
I can tell.
I think it's more of like songs that end up I hearing. I'm gonna hear them, but I'm not going out of my way for it.
Yeah. What do you say? I heard he got the ink like a squid. I heard that song.
No idea what you're talking about. I did see the commercial with him and Kevin Durant. I thought that was funny.
Oh, yeah. Y'all sleep, boy.
I don't know,
Y'all
man.
listen to new V's album either. Y'all crazy.
No, I did. I've been listening to. I listen to more of that V's than I listen to Drake album. Honestly, I just haven't. Me myself, I just haven't listened to Drake as much. Like he definitely pops up because he just has so many damn songs on my playlist. I think the main reason I did like Drake, it's not there anymore. Like I really like the relatability. Now I just feel like a lot of the stuff he talk about, it's not the same, which just happens. Like people evolve in what they talk about.
Yeah, I'm finna say thank you. Because
Yeah,
you talking
yeah.
about the same shit,
Yeah.
I would be knowing you lying.
Mm-hmm.
So is that a big part for you for the rappers?
What?
Relating to them and what they talking about?
Not relate. Him specifically, I feel like that's what, and it wasn't like, I feel like he still does it, and a lot of times, like when he wants to get in his bag, where he talks about like relationships and stuff. But I feel like Drake was one of those good dudes that he was able to express how he was feeling in writing, but not just how he expressed his emotions, but like that was the relatability. He like I feel like Drake wrote about 1 million different experiences that just people just experienced. You know, like he was really good at doing that. And he still does it from time to time. And like I like him when he has his bars, but kind of fell out of like that rhythm with Drake. You know, it's not the first thing I'm jumping on when I hear he drop.
No,
Pause, by the way.
Yeah, big pause. I feel you. I fuck with this new Drake. Some of the best Drake I heard in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually happy that he got his ass jumped. Because I don't know if we get it without this. That boy sound motivated again. Shout out to Drizzy Drake.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting it to be, cool. I like Drake, right? Like I was expecting it to have some songs I like. Nah, this shit, I don't know the last time I liked the album from Drake this much. And the fact that he put out 3 of them. And
I'm glad you said that because that did worry me when he said 3 albums. And I seen people were saying that, and it still could be true. He just kind of pushed it out for the label. But putting out 3 albums is tough as hell for anybody for it to be quality. So I
think it was a genius move for him, man. No matter how you feel about Drake, what version of Drake you like, he gave it to you. There is singing Drake on there. There's some of that clubby Drake on there. There's that rapping, like 5-minute song. There is no hook on there. He made sure that he is gonna be what's coming out of people's cars.
And I feel like the way I was just talking about Drake, it kind of seemed like I just was hating on Drake or something like that.
No, it didn't.
To me, I think that's the crazy part.
First of all, we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
That didn't come off as hating. I think we gotta I'm tired of that fucking word coming up for every time somebody don't like something. Hey man, I hate shrimp. What the fuck you hating on shrimp for?
But I think that's kind of like the beauty in me, like being able to admit that I'm kind of like, I just don't listen to Drake as much. His old stuff still hits, but what Drake is kind of like undeniable. Like one of the best of all time. Drake is so crazy that a lot of his throwaways and shit he probably don't care about. A lot of y'all favorite rappers, they just can't even get to that level. Like
like 0 to 100 being a throwaway.
Like shit is a throwaway, but the shit is a hit. Platinums on platinums on platinums. Shit is like.
I feel what you're saying though.
Saying?
I feel like that's a conversation for all rappers where I think like in today's time or whatever, even with sports, there's this little of acceptance that like a motherfucker can't be the best forever. You just can't. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like for whatever, whether you outgrow them or they skill set drops off, and then it's like even if they are your favorite or they are great, everything they do ain't gonna be flawless.
Yeah, there's definitely times I felt like I was in. You go through phases in music too. It's times where I've looked back at old playlists and be like, bro, I was listening to this shit like religiously. I was listening to this all the time. It's like, bro, I feel kind of secondhand embarrassment. It's like I think that
that would be firsthand embarrassment because it's yourself. Just embarrassed. You just embarrassed. There's no secondhand. It's just you.
But again,
that's actually funny. That's a bar in Drake's shit.
Music tastes evolved, man.
Embarrassment, the only thing I'm getting secondhand.
I did hear that part though.
Okay. Hopefully, it's been another classic episode of Numbers on the Board. We will be back on Tuesday. I don't believe Derek is back on Tuesday. I think he's back right after Tuesday. I think he's landing on Tuesday. So safe travels back to our boy D Millie. Leave a like, subscribe, hit that link in the description, get your tickets to the Brooklyn show, and we'll see y'all soon. Peace.